We are live. Hello, fans of Fights and Friends. Hello, football fans. This is actually Football with Friends. Tonight as the New Orleans Saints take on the Los Angeles Rams to find out who is going to represent for the NFC in Super Bowl 53. This should be a very exciting matchup. Drew Brees, 40 years old and not slowing down a bit, and we got some NFL trivia. Yes, that's right, NFL trivia. I have 12 questions spanning across the length of the modern NFL. I think you guys will enjoy. First, let's look at our poll. We have our poll I put out today. It's like 22 of you voted in the last 2 hours. 32% say Rams win. 36% say Chiefs win. And 32% of you say, I don't care. I hate football. So those people probably aren't there here. But for those of you that are, I'm excited. I think we'll have a good time. I had a fun time doing this the last time, the Football Companion with the Seahawks. And for those of you, anybody that's been around since last year's Super Bowl, of course, that was the only other football game I've ever done. And we got to see the Philadelphia Eagles win an historic Super Bowl. And I just hope we have a really good game this year. And you got to think a lot of people are really hoping for people that aren't fans of either team, I guess. I think are hoping for a Drew Brees, Tom Brady Super Bowl. What's up, DJ Mexicano? How you doing, my friend? Good afternoon, Mario Yamasaki in the house. Mario Yamasaki's not even that big of a football fan, and he's in here. I believe you said that, right? So, dude is awesome. Mike, hope you get got some good rest, as I did. Yeah, I slept about 8.5 hours, man. It was really nice. Thank you. What's up, Mike and Fights Friends family? What's up, Robert? Rams and Chiefs win today. Hey, I appreciate you guys stopping in for something that's not MMA. I know I'm not a football channel, but I'm going to wait till a few more people are on here. But I have what I'm hoping is going to be a pretty big announcement in the expansion of my YouTube brand and expanding into a lot of other things. And I think it has the potential to take me as a full-time YouTuber. And I'll share that a little bit later as we get further into this. Are we kickoff already? I think we're kickoff already. Saints, if you guys are following along, this is on Fox. We are kickoff. I was going to throw out the first trivia question, but I would have liked to start this, a little earlier. To start the trivia, but as you all know, we had a long night yesterday, especially those of you that stuck around to watch the Pacquiao-Broner stream. I was not expecting to do that, but that was fun. And 8.5 hour stream after a day of work, I love it. Rams will kick off to the New Orleans Saints. At home in this beautiful stadium in New Orleans. I've only seen pictures of it. I've never been to a Saints game. And going to kick it out of the back of the end zone. So feel free to share your guys' thoughts on this game, though, and what's going on. Is Drew Brees not amazing or what? I mean, Drew Brees, 114 rating, QBI rating this year. Postseason at home with the Saints, 6-0. This guy's never been beaten at home in the playoffs. That's why it was so big that they got a home field advantage. Brees back in the pocket, has some room. All his receivers recovered, and he has to throw it away. Good coverage there by the Rams. They gave him some time, but there was no open receivers. Dean, what is up? Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming in. But I want Chiefs to win. Who won the boxing like last night? Manny Pacquiao, pretty easily. All right, hand off in New Orleans. And only a yard there. Maybe 2 on forward progress on the run, and that's gonna make a 3rd and long for the New Orleans Saints. Hey Mike, are you a fan of old school wrestling? I used to watch, the really old wrestling, like back in the day, because I was watching elementary school. Even before I knew it was fake. Brees back in the pocket. Finds Ted Ginn for a 1st down at the 35-yard line. Ted Ginn Jr. with the clutch reception. How many times has Drew Brees done that? Not just this year, but through the season. You get him on 3rd and long. You think you're getting the ball back. You think you got him back on his toes, and he fires a shot that nobody expects and finds his receiver. Handoff. And 8 yards on the run here. Wow, they double team Aaron Donald, the great defensive back for the Rams. Number 22 picks up 8 yards. And Mark Ingram is demolished that time. Going to be a 3rd and 3. That's going to be a loss. Dallas Cowboy, I am one. Mike reminds me of Ole Anderson. Oh, Ole Anderson. I'm not sure who that is. But hopefully that's a compliment. But he will be the voice of the Black Scorpion like Hollywood. Okay. Oh, you talking about Arn Anderson? And the Four Horsemen? All right, Brees back, throwing a bomb and catches the receiver. Number 41, Kamara. Drew Brees just lofts that out in the air. Kamara did a great job of timing on that. Running up and catching. If you're watching along on Fox, look at him cut to the outside. Gets just a little space from his defender, number 94 there. Beautiful catch. Plenty of space in bounds. Brees does it better than just about anybody in the league. And anybody other than maybe Tom Brady. And personally, I think that's a legitimate argument. Brees back in the pocket. Passes again. And again he finds Kamara for the 1st down. About a 12-yard play. If you guys haven't been watching football all year, or those that don't watch it all the time, this is what Drew Brees does. He comes in, he passes for a ton of yards, 44 yards already, and we're less than 4 minutes into this game. And eventually, he's going to open up that running game because he's going to draw so much attention. Back in the pocket again, plenty of time for Brees, but nobody open, has to throw it away. What's up, Peter Ordinary? He says, let's go Rams. Hey, Peter. Hey, Brun. Good to see you. You guys are literally perfect. I just looked down, 8 watching, 8 thumbs up. How freaking awesome are you guys? Thank you so much. And last night, Over 50 new subscribers, over 60 new members to the family. Offense scoreless on last 6 opening drives. The Saints, they are getting within scoring range here. Brees lands, completes a reception, but just for a few yards there. It's going to be a 3rd and 7. But they are getting within field goal range here. I've always thought it's very, very important to score on that first drive, even if you get a field goal. Because either you've decided or the other team's decided you're getting the ball first, and you don't know what the momentum of the game's going to be going into the second half. And the other team's starting the half with the ball, which I think's a big advantage. Timeout New Orleans, they didn't like the way something looked. Or I think they just ran out of time getting everybody in formation. So, all right, and time, that is during this timeout. Let's have a football question. And since Tom Brady is in these playoffs, anyone ever been in New Orleans? I've always wanted to visit Bourbon Street. I was going to ask if anybody had ever been in New Orleans. I never have, but I definitely would like to. Question number 1. This is about Tom Brady. Make sure your browsers are refreshed. Tom Brady came off the bench to start for this star quarterback in 2001 and never looked back. This for 1,000 points. Drinking game every time Brees kicks his... Oh, Jesus. Bruins 498. Drew Bledsoe, you are correct, my friend. He actually... Dean knows this. He actually went to my high school. And I actually went to school with him for 1 year, although he was in 6th grade, back when elementary used to go to 6th grade when I was in kindergarten. But I did play the first year, freshman year, with his brother Adam. And Drew Brees with a bomb and a touchdown. Oh, and he drops it. No good. He had it, and it fell out at the last second. Going to be 4th and 7. You know he's frustrated on that. Let's watch the replay here. Brees comes back, 85. Gets a little bit of touch in there from 26. 24 comes over at the last second, but I'm okay with that call. I don't think 26 did anything to interfere with the reception. So great, yeah, Bruins 498 goes up. 1,000 points on the board. And the field goal snap for New Orleans. They're not going to go for it on 4th and 7. And it is good, and the Saints are on the board at 3-0. I think I have some good questions here. Hopefully, I don't know what kind of a turnout we're going to end up getting here tonight or today, but I will make an announcement, and I want to see what you guys think of it. That's why I'm going to kind of wait for a few more people to get in here. But I'm looking to make a big expansion to this thing. And like I said, if it goes well, if I don't mess it up, I think I should be able to go full-time with YouTube. So, Saints up 3-0. Very early in the game, but like I said, I believe it's pretty important to score on that first drive. Nice, Mike. Yeah, he went, he's very popular in Walla Walla, where I grew up. Like I said, went to my high school. Everybody loved him. He was a nice guy. There's only stories about him around town that he would... he bought his offensive line. This was in high school. I mean, he bought his offensive line after a game. He bought them all burgers for protecting them during the game. So I thought that was pretty cool. I won't go into it real deep, but I had to say I didn't care for Adam Bledsoe, his brother, so much. He was a little cocky. He didn't end up playing for our team in Walla Walla. They moved just slightly out of the area for Ike. I want to say the high school team was called Ike. I for some reason I can't remember the name of the city they moved to. Dean might know now, but what's up, Tom? How you doing? Peter, I think he does it because he has problems gripping the ball. No, oh, I'm sure it is. Didn't Bledsoe go to Washington State? I know Ryan Leaf did. Yes, they both did. They both did. I remember having his rookie card. The card dealers around town, because I was collecting worthless football cards at the time. They weren't so worthless back then. All right, Rams will get the football here. Let's see what they can do with it. Rams haven't exactly been historically good as of late. Actually, it's been a long time since they did much of anything. Of course, moving out of St. Louis to Los Angeles. And the return, Jerome's going to bring it out just past the 20. But there's going to be a flag down, which is usually holding on a receiving play. Yeah, I actually didn't see Bledsoe play in WSU, but I did see Ryan Leaf play. And they were playing Idaho State, which is the college. The campuses basically run into each other because WSU's in Pullman, Washington. And it's just a few miles outside of Idaho. It ran into Idaho State, but Idaho State sucked. So, I mean, Ryan Leaf put on a highlight reel. I'm glad he played the whole game. I got to see him. They won 72-0. He was very good in college. He just, you know, he bought his own hype, I think, before he went into the NFL. Back pass for the Rams to Woods. For about 7 yards there. Goff's had a pretty good season himself here at quarterback for the Rams. Yeah, he went to my high school, the Walla Walla High School, and then he went to Washington State, the Pullman, which was a huge party school. Don't ask me how I know. But, no, I spent a few weekends there. Oh, and the handoff on the Rams, and the Saints stop him for a loss. That's going to be a tough 3rd and 7. Goff's going to have to do something incredible. Something incredible just to help his punter out from kicking out of the end zone. Because they're south of the 20-yard line now. Right around the 20-yard line. I'm sad kid nowadays. Another feeling of getting a brand new pack of cards and getting the card you've been trying to get forever. Oh, I hear you, man. That was... Even if those cards aren't worth anything now, I wouldn't trade those memories for anything. And then, wow! Bounces off the hands of number 30, the receiver, and an interception for the Saints. Man, how is my DirecTV now behind already? You said interception. This damn game just started. I'm going to have to download the Fox app next time. Apparently, I realize with DirecTV now, like I've said in the past, I don't pay a lot for it. But I think I'm going to have to go the route of downloading individual channels, which is fine because I only watch like 3 channels and then just put in the information from DirecTV now. Except for TrueTV doesn't support DirecTV now yet. And I like watching Impractical Jokers. I just got into that. And I was disappointed when I couldn't find them on DVR. The first season's on Netflix, but nothing after that. And then TrueTV doesn't support DirecTV now, so I haven't been able to watch the rest of the seasons. And wow, what a great spot to intercept the ball. Saints on the 18-yard line. Brees is going to hand it off here to Ingram. Get maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Saints. And tremendous field position. News is the Cowboys fight on ESPN prelims got ESPN huge ratings last night. Well, that's the thing. Like I said, Bruins, I mean, it seemed like such a bad idea, and I'm still not sure it was a good idea, but I figured there would be some positive to come out of it with that. I don't know why they didn't just drop the first card on ESPN to begin with, though. Brees back. Has to throw it away. Nobody around him in the end zone. Going to be 3rd and 9. And after that interception, Brees was gifted dream field position. You know, 18 yards out of the end zone on 1st down. Not been able to do anything with it so far. Actually sitting here on 3rd and 9. He's going to have to pull out a play to keep from kicking another field goal. This red zone defense for the Rams ranked 4th in the league this year. Brees back, makes the reception. Going to get a few yards out of 58, but that's going to be another field goal. It's points on the board, though. This point of the game, you don't even think about going for it on 4th down. Not in my opinion. Brees licking his fingers like, well, if anyone has DVR and can pause, if we can pause 15 seconds, we can sync up with Mike. Oh, there we go. Thank you. They're just about kicking the field goal right now. It says 29-yard attempt. And it is through. 6-0 Rams, 7:06 left in the first quarter. So, commercial break, and let's go to football trivia. I was thinking of doing that, but I kind of like being ahead so I can ruin it for Mike. Well, I like you, Peter Ordinary. You're a bastard. No. Number 2, this legendary quarterback holds the record for highest QB rating in the Super Bowl of all time and most passes without an interception in the Super Bowl. 122 passes without an interception in 4 Super Bowls. And there isn't an argument for him being the greatest quarterback of all time. Bruins 4980 knows his football. Montana, that is correct, for 1,000 points. Bruins is running out to a lead on you guys. Yeah, very, very good, guys. Very good. And now we got commercials. If I could just get rid of the commercials, I don't know about you guys, but I would pay for that for sure.
When you brew a beer with this much taste, 96 calories seems like a typo. But it's no mistake. It's a small miracle. What are you holding? Miller Lite.
But speaking of that...
It's the warm, cozy feeling of spending time with your family. You know it's not you, someone trying to break into your home. Fortunately, this family has Simply Safe home security.
Speaking of that, this broadcast brought to you by On It, as Fox has. We got better commercials here, though. On It, they got some great deals out there right now. They got some great deals actually on gut health right now. I'm going to put this out there. If you guys are looking for gut health, if you've done some research on there, you know that's very important. If you're wanting to try it, there's a 25% off code. Today is the last day. It was a flash sale for them. So, Bruins has the cheat codes. He probably watched football. All right. Kickoff from the Saints. Or excuse me, from the Rams. And the Saints down it in the end zone. So we'll start this at the 20-yard line. Anybody in here ever been to an NFL game or multiple NFL games? Has some experience being to any of the stadiums in the NFL? I've been to the Seahawks Stadium over there to Quest Arena, but not for a Seahawks game. It was for a Metallica concert. Seahawks games are crazy expensive. All right. Rams with the ball. Goff's going to go back, fake the handoff, and he finds receiver number 17 on the outside, but he's not even going to make the line of scrimmage. Great defense by the New Orleans Saints. We're covering everyone tight, but the one receiver to the outside that wasn't in position to get a lot of yards, and they hovered on him. Second and 11. Still very early in this game, but we're already down to 6:30 left in the first quarter, believe it or not. Both of these teams generally great offenses, and the Rams going to try to get a run here. Nothing really going there. And Rams have kind of been my Seahawks arch nemesis. It seems like no matter how good each team is every year, I mean, the Seahawks can be on a run for a 13-3 season, and we'll drop at least one of those games to the Rams. And this Saints crowd is making some noise. Makes it hard for the quarterback to hear his calls. Goff back in the pocket. Has time. Going to be complete to Woods. Great pass. Oh, no. He dropped it. Incomplete pass. 4th and 8. Goff throwing under a ton of pressure. Still finds the receiver, but the receiver unable to hold on to it. I thought he was going to catch that. That seemed like that was the receiver's. More on the receiver than the quarterback. But it's going to be 4th and 8, and we're going to have a punt here from the Saints. Or, excuse me, from the Rams. And there may be a penalty. Looked like the kicker got hit. The punter may have gotten hit. No flag on that, so they must have said it was forward progress. They are very, very ticky-tacky about even touching the kicker and punter nowadays, though. All right. Trivia time. A little more modern. This polarizing running backs interviews became famous the last few years for his refusal to answer questions. Quote, "I'm just here so I don't get fined, boss." Fox is playing Joy Division. Sweet. Joy Division. Not sure what that is. What do you mean? Bruins 498. Marshawn Lynch, you are correct. Plenty of questions tonight, though, guys. I have 12 questions today. So I knew it was going to be a long game, and I'll try to put something together for the second game too, depending on how long it takes. But so far, Bruins 498 with a 3,000 points on the board. Come on, you guys need to get some points on the board. Bruins is running away with it. 9 more questions still left, though. Damn, I must have to refresh. I got ahead of Bruins. Oh, hello from Ireland. What's up, Border Fox in Ireland? Glad you watch football. Football now, let's go, Mike. Man, great fighting last night. Yeah, man, what a great night of fighting. That was incredible. And anybody who says that was not a great night of fighting for the UFC, I mean, I think maybe you need to ask yourself if you really like UFC, if you really like MMA. Peter, that happened to me last night. I'll make sure and call and say again, let everybody know to refresh next time before the next question. So, and JT's not here, but they're advertising this Burger King nuggets, 10 nuggets for $1. I think, I swear it seems like he hijacked an entire stream talking about those nuggets once. I will never forget about that. When I rebooted, I showed my answer behind yours. Weird how it even fixed it. Interesting. But all right, Brees back, finds the receiver, and he's going to get a first down. And a lot of room here. It's good blocking, number 89, all the way to the 42-yard line. So, yeah, Bruins barely got it. I mean, it looked like it was just seconds on my screen, too, Peter Ordinary. So, I'll take the credit on that. Maybe. Oh, I still have my my on it screen up. All right, 13 in here. I hope you guys are enjoying this game so far. For anybody that doesn't know, you can follow along on Fox. If you have Fox, if you don't generally have cable, you know, you can watch this one on the rabbit ears. And here comes the Saints. The handoff. Ingram's just going to run for maybe about 2 yards here. And they're advertising Daytona 500 February 17th on Fox. I don't know if anybody's racing fans, but I don't really watch racing on TV. I love it live. I haven't been able to really get into it on TV. But, all right, here we go. Drew Brees with the ball. Snaps it back, fakes the handoff. Finds receiver number 12, and he gets drilled just past the line of scrimmage. Oh, gain of 6. A little more, maybe forward progress. I didn't think it was quite that much. But, man, number 58 is Lillian's just waiting there and destroys him. That's about as hard as hit you can get away with anymore without getting penalized. I am Martin True Jr. Peter, I agree. I miss John Madden. Oh, John Madden was great. I think he's the greatest announcer ever. Drew Brees finds a receiver again. Number 13 running down the sideline all the way to the 18-yard line. It's going to be Mike Thomas. Wow. And hopefully... if you guys are interested, I want to do a fantasy football league this year. Total yards, New Orleans 112, Rams 5. I've seen people try to do kind of UFC pick'em leagues in the past. I've really not ever seen it be successful, though. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of interest in it. If a lot of people tell me they want to do it, we'll end up doing that. But I definitely want to do a fantasy football league next year. Brees again, very quick. So quick, I think he caught his receiver 19, Jin Jr., a little off guard. And he gets hit immediately, not able to make the catch. Jason Witten. Jason Witten Peter. Thank you. Mike, we could all do MMA Fantasy on MMAPlayground.com. Do a lot of people play? Is it pretty easy? I haven't seen it, Bruins Fortnite. I was looking at Tapology, and they do, like, pretty much for everything. I need a web designer. If anybody knows a web designer, though, I do have a site. I don't advertise it much because I haven't. Oh, and Brees catches number 41 on the outside, gets out of bounds. Kamara again. He's called Kamara's name quite a few times. I think he's got 4 or 5 receptions today. Drink a bottle and a half of proper 12. Jesus. Half bottle left for football? You, Mike, if you want to drink. It's easy, and they all do MMA. Yeah. All right. Okay. Handoff. And nothing there, and they hand off to Kamara. Kamara gets the ball again on kind of a handoff shovel there, and nothing going. Sorry if I'm not as knowledgeable about these teams as I generally am about MMA. The only football game, well, I watched 2 full football games this year. One of them was the one I called with you guys, and one of them was another Seahawks game. So, 4th and 2, 4th down conversions, though. The Saints 13 of 16 this season. That is very impressive. And somebody got drawn. Might be offsides on the Rams. Let's see if he was drawn. And it is the defense, and that is a huge penalty against the Rams, and that's going to be a 1st down. So you go from a 4th and 2 with the pressure on the Saints. What a huge mistake. Wow, that is an incredibly huge mistake here for the Rams, and they are going to have 1st and goal on about the 6-yard line. Drew Brees back in the pocket, rolls out, catches number 15 for the touchdown. And Drew Brees is in Drew Brees form today. One of the most accurate quarterbacks of our era, maybe one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever. Touchdown, number 13 on New Orleans is Michael Thomas, 41. Alvin Kamara, 45. And Garrett Griffin, 22 is Mark Ingram, if that helps. Yeah, I meant to make some show notes. Like I said, Bruins, I did not want to get up this day. I'm glad I didn't drink because I felt like I was hungover when I woke up this morning. I mean, definitely a fun stream, but I was definitely feeling it this morning. Number 13. Oh, you got me there. Yeah, I started watching a little bit of the preseason, but I also had to write trivia questions, so it was hard to concentrate on. Me too. I was feeling it. I don't concentrate on 2-3 things at a time very well. I'm very good at focusing on a singular task.
The path to prosperity is not easy for everyone. Half of small businesses fail within 5 years, and more people than ever struggle with debt. Intuit is here to change.
But
Giant solutions like
it was a good night, definitely. Washington sport fans are diehard here in Colorado. When we play Seattle teams, it's like a Washington invasion. Oh, man. Yeah, you don't even know, man. It's like you go to the store during football season, and everybody is decked out in Seahawks gear. you want to increase the sales at your business, it's like serious. It's almost kind of shameful. Is all you have to do is put up a Seahawks banner, go Seahawks. It gets everybody's attention. There's coffee stands here that actually just paint the outside of their coffee stand green and blue, and increase their viewerships just by putting Seahawks colors on their coffee stands. And of course, we drink more coffee than maybe the rest of the country combined. So you have to write them 2 to 3 days before. I'm Border Fox. I get you. I'm 40 years old though. I'm working 55 hours this week and trying to get show notes together for the MMA post show. I'm falling behind a little bit. I wish I would have did this when I was 30, but I mean, after a 9-hour workday and an 8.5-hour stream yesterday, I just didn't have much left. But yeah, a no coffee, proper 12. Washington is the Colorado of the Pacific Blue. Nice. All right, 12 people in here watching. That's okay. I knew not as many people were going to be interested in football. I think we'll get a few more for the second game. Probably some people still sleeping from last night. I know you on the East Coast, it was getting very late. I'm on the West Coast, and I could still barely get myself up. I didn't roll out of bed till almost 9:30. C.J. Anderson on the handoff runs at about 5 yards on the second down here. Bruin says, Mike, do you ever need an assistant? I can help you with show notes, trivia questions, whatever you need. I'll be glad to help you. You're a great guy. Well, thank you, Bruins. I would take you up on that for sure. If you can email me, give me your email, fightswithfriends@gmail.com. We'll go back and forth. And if anything, I might ask you for a few show notes for a football game or something, if you don't mind. I don't want you to have to do extra work, but you seem like you're already pretty knowledgeable about football. So, yeah, I'd really appreciate the help. I'm 5 hours ahead. Sporter Fox. Oh, wow. Oh, so you were up late. You're up early then. False start on the Rams. And he can't hear. He's tapping it. He's tapping his helmet and he's saying, I can't hear. He's frustrated. And they're showing that up on the Jumbotron. That was one of the stupidest things he could have possibly done, because now he just told this entire New Orleans Saints crowd, you were so loud I couldn't hear the plays. And now they're going to be as loud as they possibly can. That's how Seahawks led the league for many years in false starts in the NFL. Loudest crowd in the NFL. I got a lot of free time. I work from home so I can help. Thank you very much. So here's what I'm thinking about doing, Bruins 498. And I don't have it, I don't have a whole lot of money, but eventually I would like to hire some people to help me if the money starts coming in. And to be honest, it's really not right now. Not enough to, to pay another person. But if I'm going to hire somebody, it'd be great to hire people from within the community that supported me. So my announcement, I don't think a lot of people are going to come in here right now, but maybe they're not interested in this. I'm really pondering changing Mike Reviews It All to Mike Reviews Sports, or Mike's Sports Review. Tell me what you think about those names, and then just do a lot more sports. And obviously there's a bigger fan base, I think. I'm not sure if they're going to be into these kind of companions. Goff back, finds a receiver at the 28, and he gets leveled. And 3rd and 5. This is not looking good. Yamasai sounds good, but Mike Reviews It All was pretty catchy. Have you an Instagram account? I don't, Border Fox. I don't know anything about Instagram, but I kind of thought it was just a site for people to, you know, beautiful people to post pictures of themselves, which I'm not exactly beautiful, but it seems to be getting super popular, so I'm going to have to look into it. I think I did make an Instagram account like years back and never did anything with it, so I might have to go and try to make one for Fights of Friends because Twitter just doesn't seem to be the best venue for it. Good idea, Mike. I need to pay anytime soon. I'll email you. Oh, and no pay need to pay anytime soon. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe we can do something for a while, like you know, some free merch or something. Oh, Derek Robert, the game is going to end with a submission via Kimura. I love it. Great comment, Derek Robert. How's it going, Derek Robert? Thanks for coming in. 14 people in here. So I've went back and forth with changing on Mike Reviews at all, and I do really like the idea of Mike Reviews at all. I don't know that it's the easiest channel to build because I keep on hearing so much about niches, and I thought, you know what? Somebody can do a variety channel. I've been set on that from the beginning of starting with YouTube, before I had Fights of Friends, because Mike Reviews at all, I had before Fights of Friends, and then I actually changed the name and made a new Mike Reviews at all channel. But it's pretty time consuming and it's really hit and miss. But now YouTube's algorithms are starting to downrank channels that don't really have a niche. And they're starting to promote channels that have a niche. Oh, Keith Thurman coming back in boxing. You see Thurman and Lopez. Josecito Lopez is a tough SOB versus Keith Thurman. That's going to be next Saturday at 5 p.m. So I think we can actually watch that before the Bellator, because I don't think the Bellator starts till 7. So you could set up a whole sports streaming empire where you have a few other streams than sports you're not into. Oh, if you have a few other streams. I was thinking about that for sure. I think you're pretty enough for Instagram. Well, thank you, Border Fox. Maybe I can find some kind of filter to clean me up a little bit. All right. Goff with the ball going into the second quarter. A 13-point deficit. Finds number 17. Nothing really going on there. And that's going to be a 4th down. Yeah, because I know I can call football when I know the players, when I've been keeping up with it. I've immersed myself in MMA and recently in boxing because I'd been out of boxing forever because it kind of seemed like it was dying in the U.S. Now there's a resurgence. 43 points this season for the Saints. That's a lot. Oh, fake punt. Or excuse me, for the Rams, and they find number 37. And that's going to be a 1st down. The Rams, wow. That is a rare play for sure. The Los Angeles Rams convert on the fake punt pass. Generally, that's a pretty good way to embarrass your team, but number 6 catches it, finds number 37 on the outside immediately. Wow, and Hecker with the pass there, the punter. Goff with the throw from the outside. He's going to find number 89, pick up a few more yards there. Oh, and he's trying to speed up this offense. I think he sees something in the Saints. 2nd and 4. Some quarterbacks are just much better in a hurry-up offense mode. I know Russell Wilson from usually watching the Seahawks. That's when he's the best. All right, 16 fakes the handoff. Ton of time rolling out, and he's going to run it and get the first down and slide there. Great run for Goff. Everybody was covered, but he read the field. Yeah, that would be like a dream for me, John. Though, to be able to just commentate sports like all the time. I mean, I'd be fine working 80 hours a week. Because it's fun. I mean, who the hell would want to get paid to watch sports? That's why I look at it. 16, back in the corner. Oh, Goff has to throw it away right there. And he's really had a hard time finding a rhythm today. This Saints defense has been fired up. So the other idea, guys, was possibly starting a third channel, but I just don't think, I don't have the time to do that right now because I haven't been posting enough on Mike Reviews at all. Pass back to Goff, throws, gets the reception and the first down for the Rams. Number 81, Everett. 11-yard gain, and they really needed that. Down 13-0, but converting on that kind of play, on a fake punt pass, that could turn some momentum your direction for sure. Current drive, 8 plays, 41 yards. You set up a great website, stream sport companions, write blogs, have a discussion with everyone. All right, the handoff. Whoa, a handoff there to number 35, Anderson. And he gets the 2nd and 2. Yeah, I would still like to have the separate, you know, a separate channel, of course, Fights with Friends, and then the separate website just for MMA fans, because MMA fans are a special animal. Fight fans, a lot of them are not into other sports. Rams needed this drive. Saints were starting to pull away. They definitely did. Mike has a face for radio. Hey, this kind of is like radio, Peter Ordinary. I imagine there's people that just listen to the audio and put their headphones in, stick their phone in their pocket so they don't have to look at my mug. No. But I'm okay with that. I'm not saying I'm great at it, but sometimes you never know what you really wanted to do. And I got stuck in the corporate world. I don't want to ramble on, but, you know, for 17, 18 years, the last 2-3 years, I've just been kind of floating, you know, in middle management jobs, just trying to buy some time to figure out what I wanted to do. And I always enjoyed talking about sports. I could sit and talk about sports back in the day for forever. And I used to watch every sport. So to get back into that and make a career, I mean, maybe that's what I was meant to do all along, and I just never had the guts to try it. I'm not saying I'm not good, but trust me, I'm really not that good at much else. UFC is 1%. F that. Yeah, F that. I hear you. I'm surprised a lot of times some of these fight companions get as many views as they do. Just because of, the limited amount of MMA fans out there. And I think ESPN's going to change that. I think it's going to be good for this channel, grow the fan base. I would love to see you do prediction videos a day before UFC fights or something. What's up, Dinklepuss? I did for this last one. I was trying to do it for every event. Like I said, I just kind of started falling behind. I'm starting to get to the point, and I'm comfortable with a newer job now. I've still only been there for 3 months of Frida, where it's so monotonous. I can listen to podcasts, and I have a notebook that I take notes in for work, and I can probably actually get some show notes ready and do a little bit of preparation while I'm at work, now that I'm more comfortable. All right, hand off to the running back, and first down Rams. They may be running it slow, short plays, but they seem to be gaining some momentum for sure. Oh, tell me the email one more time. I'll send you info for the second game. Oh, that would be awesome. Fightswithfriends@gmail.com. And anytime you guys have an idea or anything, do not hesitate, please, to email me. Number 16, Goff from the outside, finds the receiver, number 12. He pays for that catch. Thank you, Border Fox. I appreciate that. All right, 2nd and 5. This crowd on their feet. First 2 drives total of 5 yards. This drive 53 yards. And the handoff, and he is stopped quickly short of the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 5. And he's going to have a 3rd and even longer. Excuse me. Yeah, Dennis Allen's done a great job so far as defensive coordinator for the Saints, though. I mean, they have shut down the Rams and this young quarterback Goff, who's had an incredible season. All right, 3rd and 6, the snap. Goff back in the pocket. Finds number 30 past the first down line, but there's a flag. What time is the second game? I'm going to have a little bit of time maybe to watch some pregame too. What's up, Pulse Reloaded in the house? How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. I was just talking about earlier, and I want to get your opinion because you're, a long time. You've been around. I'm pretty sure you watched the Super Bowl with us last year, if I'm not mistaken. I've been contemplating making another sports channel, have Fights with Friends, of course, Will Never Die, and then another channel for all other sports. And I think that might open me up to eventually be able to YouTube full-time. I had thought about changing Mike Reviews at all to possibly Mike Sports Review or something like that, or just making a full other channel. All right, field goal attempt for the Rams, and it is good, and it is now 13-3. And even though they weren't able to get the touchdown, the Rams may have turned the momentum a little bit. I would say it's definitely still in the favor of the New Orleans Saints. Try and get my my scrolling bar up now. That's how far I am behind this morning. But it was worth it last night. It was worth it. All the MMA events on ESPN and the boxing afterwards. I think that was a huge success for the UFC and ESPN. Well, at least on UFC's part. The ESPN, I think, has to figure that out with the issue with the app. Changing from the app over to ESPN and then back to the app again. I think that's gonna prove to be pretty clunky for people. I'm not sure that they're gonna put up with that, to be honest. All right, yo, what's up, Kurt? How you doing, man? I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling a little better now that I'm more woke up after last night. I was saying I felt a little hungover this morning, actually, even though I didn't even drink. Just being up so long. Sports with Mike, I'm in. Well, thank you, Pulse Reloaded. I appreciate it, because I would love to cover all kinds of sports. I would prefer not to go out and continue to work retail for another 20 years. So I might be commentating golf by the time I'm done, if people are interested in it. I actually have a nephew that's huge into golf, 12-year-old nephew. Ellie Apple is out talking to us to Saints coach. Nice. Scoring drive, 14 plays, 57 yards, 8 up 6:50 on the clock before the field goal there for the Rams. They're going to kick off here, and Saints are going to down it in the end zone. Kamara, 41, he's all over the place. We got some people in here. Let's throw out a trivia question real quick here. Bruins 498 already up. It's got 3,000 points on the board, but we got 12 questions. For 1,000 points, everybody refresh real quick. I'll give you a minute to refresh so everybody's online. All right. This defender turned media personality holds the single season records for sacks with 22.5. Brees with the handoff. Nothing going on there on the run. Bruins 498. That is correct. Michael Strahan. So 4,000 points for Bruins 498. He might set a record for most questions asked. Missed the question. Oh, sorry, Peter. How does it get behind? It's just the lag with YouTube. All right, Brees back. Because it even lags behind on my computer. And 45, Griffin with the catch from Brees there. About a 7-yard gain. Fakes the first one, and Brees gets pushed there at the end. He's going to take a little fall. You got to be really careful on quarterbacks these days. They'll penalize you pretty quickly. What's up, Trevor McTrev in the house? What up, Mike? You think TJ was stopped early? I don't think it was the worst stoppage. I wouldn't completely argue it, but I would say it definitely probably could have went a little longer. I don't think it was a bad stoppage, though. And 41 drops that one. Double coverage. Drew Brees gets the ball where only his receiver can catch it, but just too much pressure there. And that's going to be 4th and 5 for the New Orleans Saints, and we'll have the punting team come on the field. What's up, Comedic Genius? A little early, but acceptable, I think. Thank you. I love seeing Brees get beat up. Are you not a Brees fan, Peter Ordinary? I think Peter Ordinary, I'm starting to think you might be a professional troll. And I'm okay with that, but how can you not like Drew Brees? Oh, you're hilarious, man. 13-3. Have a break there. No, I just don't like Brees. Huh. I don't know a lot about him personally. I don't watch much news. I don't watch it. Sometimes I don't even watch MMA news. I'll know a lot about the fights coming up and the stats and everything, and then somebody will personally be an a-hole in their personal life. Maybe they had interviews on TMZ or something, and a lot of times I won't even know what they're like personally, and you guys will let me know. Like last night with Joseph Benavidez, a lot of people were saying he kind of came off like a D-bag in interviews, and I didn't listen to the interview, which if it's on a podcast, MMA Junkie, or Ariel Helwani I'll watch sometimes, Chael Sonnen's podcast, I might hear it, but other than that, I really don't. Brees is a savage. Oh, I have a long list of his. True, it was nice to see Cowboy whoop that disrespectful punk's aspirin. I hear you. Starts with hating Purdue. Oh, damn, that is a long history of hating Drew Brees. Brees is a savage, and the cheating Saints. Is the facial birthmark one? One what? Oh, does Drew Brees have a birthmark? Punk asked Peyton has them bounties out during their 2009 run. Oh, I do remember that. Their coach Peyton had that bounty out there. He was paying. For those of you that don't know about it, during the 2009 season, Coach Peyton was paying players to injure players of the other teams. Yeah, that was horrendous. Late hit my boy Favre all game. Oh, you're good in my book, Peter Ordinaire. If you're a Brett Favre fan, that goes a long ways with me. That is a all redeeming factor there. All right, here we go. Todd Gurley, one of the best running backs in the league. -2 rushing yards, -2 total yards for the game. And what a job by this Saints defense. Who would have thought that? Gurley with... Oh. And Anderson with the run gets 3 there. Todd Gurley benched. Benched in the playoffs. Wow, that kind of birthmark, that birthmark kind is too. 1 minute it was huge, and after all these years, it just got barely smaller. Got it zapped off. Pita cheese bread? No, I just got a bagel over here. Favre is my favorite quarterback. He's mine too. Even though I was not a Packers fan, I always grew up a Seahawks fan. But, man, anytime Brett Favre was watching, I was watching. Oh, tremendous hit from number 25 to stop the first down there. Gain of 6 for number 17 there. And Woods catches the ball, but, man, I don't think he's seen number 25 coming. For those of you guys that have been watching for long enough, I was a big fan of the Buccaneers defense too, back with John Lynch, and that was back when there wasn't this big deal against helmet-to-helmet hits. I think that guy hit harder than anybody ever. 3rd and 1, the Rams are going to run it, and they get the first down. Rams have certainly slowed down the pace of this game. I think that's a strategy. Generally, you see the team with the lead doing this a lot. But I don't think they want to play at the Saints' fast pace. They want to play some smash-mouth football. And Goff back, got room, not able to find his receiver on the sidelines. Kind of throws it away. Ellie Apple is getting away with a lot. Tampa 2. Yep, John Lynch was the man. They had him and Mike Alston. Mike Alstott and Warwick Dunn. That's one of the best running back combinations, at least the funnest to watch of all time. You had Warren Sapp, Brooks, so many great defenders on that team. Even being a Seattle fan, you know, of the Legion of Boom, I think that Buccaneers defense was better. Derek Brooks. WD40, I'm from Tampa. Yep. Yeah, Allstott was a beast. For those of you guys that don't know who he was, he looked like a bigger version of Big Ben Rothwell, or almost like a Brock Lesnar. Imagine Brock Lesnar as a running back, like a fullback, and he's just plowing over people. Yeah, that guy was nuts. You were not stopping him on 3rd and short. He'd run the whole damn team over. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Goff with a little word to the coach there. He's going to get in the huddle. Let's see what they're cooking up here. And the snap. Goff's going to hand it off to Anderson. And Anderson, it's like about 5-6 yards there. 6 yards. Nice run. That makes 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd and 4. Balanced attack here. 10 rushes and 14 passes. Play selection for the Rams. They just haven't got enough plays. And Gurley on the sideline on 3rd and 4. It's like, I imagine he will be back in the game, but Goff goes back. Oh, what a defensive play from Williams. Or was that Reynolds? They said Williams, but I thought that was number 26 Reynolds. Let's go back and look at that replay. Yeah, P.J. Williams, number 26. I think it was 2 Williams there. Wow, what a great play. I think Rams need to keep pounding the ball. Anderson is a thick boy. I agree. Getting TD before half would be nice. Yeah, they're doing much better since they started running with Anderson. Which, I mean, you know, styles make matchups in MMA, and styles, you know, maybe styles make matchups in football sometimes as well. You know, there's the argument a lot of times. How many times have we heard that the best team didn't win the Super Bowl? I mean, a lot of times they do, and you got to say it's the best team, I guess, when they win it. You can't take it away from them, but some teams are just not a good matchup for other teams. Yeah, if they could get a TD before halftime, that would be great. To be Super Bowl 53. I will definitely have some show notes for Super Bowl 53, so I'll let everybody know. I'll have some posts, but plan on being here for the Super Bowl. If you don't have anything else going on, if you do, I understand. But I would love to watch the Super Bowl with you guys, and I promise to be more up to date with my show notes. Let's run one more trivia question before the half. And then we'll be close to the halfway point. This is the fifth question, and I got 12 questions today. So number 4, go ahead and refresh your browser. I'll give you another second this time so you don't get caught Peter Ordinary. Should be feeding that SummerSlam sweat hog. Anderson has gotten 100 yards in the last 3 games. Damn. Might constantly tell the time and down and yard if you can. Information, please. All right. No problem, Comedic Genius. All right. If we're all updated here, question number 5. This receiver holds the records for most receptions in NFL history. This wide receiver holds the record for most receptions and receiving yards, in NFL history. Bruins 498. It is Jerry Rice for 1,000 points. Tim Brown, Peter Ornis is Moss. Oh, both great receivers. Handoff here from New Orleans, and they're going to get a handful. That's going to be second down there. Handoff to Kamara. Kamara does a little bit of everything. 2nd and 8. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Saints leading this one 13-3 with the ball. 17 passes and 8 rushes so far. I know Brees has been trying to open up that running game with the pass. He fakes the handoff there, and he's going to find a receiver on the outside. Close to a first down, but that's going to be a 3rd and short. Let's see where they spot the ball. Ginn Jr., completion of 6, and this is going to be 3rd and 2. With 4:36 left in the second quarter, or in the half. Just hoping he wasn't paying attention. I got you. Bruins knows his football. 3rd down conversion so far. LA Rams 1 for 6. Saints 3 for 7. And 3rd and 2. Here we go. Brees back. Oh, finds a receiver. Nice catch. He gets popped by 43, but he will take it. That beautiful loft ball that Drew Brees likes to throw. His receiver jumps up a little bit to catch it there. And number 41, Kamara, has been, so far, I think he's the MVP of this game. If it's not Brees, 129 rushing yards so far for Brees, 51 for the Rams. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line for the New Orleans Saints. And Brees gonna try and run with it, and he is sacked for a loss. Rule number 1, 40-year-old quarterbacks don't run. That doesn't usually work out too well. It's called a play-action fake, Mikey. I know that from playing Madden. Nice. I have not played any of the Maddens. I need to stop this boycott BS, because I stopped playing football games when Madden bought the rights to it and killed NFL 2K years back. And Brees, in a world of hurt here, he's going to get sacked. Everybody came on Brees. No receivers open. I don't even think he could see. And what a great shutdown play from the Rams. And that's going to be a 3rd and very long. Michael Thomas having a hard time shucking his defender there. Wow, that was a great play, and you don't see guys being able to do that very much. He just put his hands in front of his face, his eyes. Completely legal as long as you don't touch him, if you're able to get that close. Hate how quarterbacks can pass the wide receiver nowadays. And a reception there for number 41 off a 3rd and 17, but that's going to be a 4th down, 2 minutes and 1 second, and play clock's going to go down to the 2-minute warning. Here in the half. My favorite comedian had a bit about Tecmo Bowl. Oh, Tecmo Bowl. That's way back in the day. Did anybody ever play NFL 2K? Like NFL 2K and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Dreamcast and later PS2 and Xbox. That's an old game. Rams probably going to get another shot before the half. Sweet sauce. When I was playing football, we used to dance over the paralyzed corpse. Nowadays, they hold holds. NFL 2K sucked, in my opinion, Peter Ordner says. Hands. Well, if you like Madden, I could see how you wouldn't like NFL 2K. Because it was a much different kind of game than Madden. And you got to remember when it came out, this is before, before Madden, when it came out in 1999, the Dreamcast launched. My wife actually bought that system for me for my birthday on launch day. Only time I ever got a system when it launched. But September 9th, 1999, I remember it. And playing that NFL 2K game, that was one of the first games I had. And it blew everything else away at that time. So I fell in love with it. I know they're light years beyond that now. I liked Madden. NFL Game Day was fun too. I played a little bit of NFL Game Day. My judo sensei had that. We would go over there sometimes after school on the weekends when there wasn't judo practice. We'd go over there and play some Madden sometimes. He'd invite us over to keep us out of trouble, and we'd watch UFC or play video games and watch movies. Because we had quite a few guys that he knew. If we weren't inside somewhere and hopefully hanging out with each other, that a lot of those guys would get in a lot of trouble. So he was a good guy. NBA 2Ks are fun. I liked NBA 2K. Back in the day with Allen Iverson. What's up, Drew Cummins, guys? Fights and Friends football games. Thanks for coming in. What's up, Drew? You guys should have smoked some bowls, too. Oh, jeez. Well, Peter Ordinary, I will tell the story that no one has ever heard. Because generally I'm not a snitch, but I think the time has passed that nobody's listening. I want to say this was junior or senior year. My sensei's brother, who had caused some trouble, that's why he was moving down there, was with us in the house. And they actually started smoking bowls in his bedroom in my sensei's house and blowing the smoke out the window. And not that I was so much against marijuana, but I was so scared of getting caught because I didn't want anything getting in the way of judo. It's like I kind of had to make an excuse to get out of there and go outside. And I ended up leaving because I didn't want to. I didn't want to get into a conversation where somebody was thinking I said something, or my sensei's asking me why I didn't say anything. It's like it was uncomfortable for me, but I guess it really wasn't that big of a deal years later. Sounds like fun. You beat up 10 guys. Oh, jeez. No. We had some battles in the gym, though. That's something I would like to do some kind of documentary on someday, even if it's just for fun, for my own fun, is gym wars. Number 16, Goff finds his receiver, number 83, and the Saints stop him inbounds and short of the first down. Minute 40 left in the second quarter, 2nd and 1. Goff in the hurry-up offense, trying to get points on the board before the end of the half. They could get as close as 3 points before the half. Goff back, has the ball, snaps, and finds a receiver, number 83. And Goff running to the line immediately. Like I said, Goff, he seems to be a good hurry-up offense quarterback. One of these guys that's better inside that 2-minute offense. Snap. Back 16. Oh. He's able to get rid of it, but I believe that's throwing in the grasp. I don't see that penalty called very much anymore. Let's watch the replay on this, though. And, yeah, he's definitely tied up when he throws that away. What do you guys think? It was fun watching Goff getting this guy running, but that really looked like throwing in the grass to me. It's 13-3, Drew Cummins. Was it a metal pipe? Oh, Jesus. I should make that documentary. All right, here we go. Goff back, 2nd and 10. Throws the ball, almost picked off. Hits the hand of his receiver, goes through the arms of 2 New Orleans Saints receivers. 53 seconds left in the half. Going to be 3rd and 10 for the St. Louis Rams, down 13-3. And Goff, it's just out of the reach of his receiver's hands. No way he's pulling that in unless he'd have some huge hands. Gronk might have been able to catch that. 3rd and 10. Here's the snap for Goff. Back in the pocket. He's going to go deep. Wow, that is a big play. Number 12. About the 43-yard line there. That is a huge completion for Goff. He really needed that. And even if they don't get the touchdown, they definitely could get within field goal range. One high net effects. Oh, jeez. Rams cannot catch today. Are they using new balls? Speaking of metal pipes, halftime is coming. Oh, that's great. I'll tell you though, I'm gonna have to check out on it and see if they have some kind of good recovery drink for morning afters. Because I'll tell you, my brain is not running as smooth as it was last night after that long day. Total yards this quarter, 109 for the Rams. No, that wasn't. 14 for the Saints. That is correct. Saints have done nothing this quarter. All right, Goff back. He's going to go deep to number 12 in the catch. Brandon Cook, 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line. What an incredible throw and catch. Willie Mays style. He catches that over the back. Catch there, and they're going to be maybe 1st and goal from the 5 or 6, and it's a touchdown for the Rams. Number 30 runs it into the end zone, and that silenced this New Orleans crowd. Todd Gurley, after having a ton of struggles at the beginning of this game, actually ended up being benched for a while, comes back and redeems himself, scoring the first touchdown of the game for the Los Angeles Rams. And it is now 13-10 New Orleans Saints. And the Rams, remember, will get the ball at the beginning of the second half. Oh, and there's a face mask on that. Bad. Of course, they have to review every play. But, yeah, he caught that ball with a defender hanging on his face mask the entire way. Cooks and Gurley. I got a 10-13 score. Yep. All right. Yep. Rams 10, Saints 13. Saints will get the ball back with just 23 seconds in the second quarter. If anybody can do something with 23 seconds, though, it might be Drew Brees. I would imagine he's probably going to try to throw some kind of mid-range pass. Hope to get something. Obviously, hope to get a good return. Throw something around the 20-25 yard mark. And then get himself within distance to go for a bomb to the end zone. You might have time for 3 or 4 plays depending on how you run it. 7 plays, 81 yards on that drive for the Los Angeles Rams. And the Rams will kick it off down by just 3 points now. And the Saints are going to take it from the back, the very back of the end zone. He's running out, gets back to the 20. 19 seconds for Drew Brees. So with 19 seconds, I'm thinking he's probably just going to take a knee here. I'm sure he was hoping for a little better return, at least get to the 35. But the Rams kicked it way in the back of the end zone. Yeah, and he's going to down it and run the clock out. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Saints going into the second half up 13-10. The Rams will have the ball to start the second half. Speaking of metal pipes, my car needs tires need air. I need to fix this old Kelly. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus, comedic genius. Killing me. All right, after the Saints dominated the first half, they were up 13-0. Rams come back. Oh, and I didn't update the score. That's why you guys were asking. Sorry about that. All right, it is halftime. Time for bathroom and beer breaks. Or some other kind of breaks for some of you guys. I'm going to fill up on some water here at halftime. But before that, let's get a message out here. Like I said, I'm going to look, I don't know, I know a lot of you guys have bought some products on it. If you know something about a good recovery drink or a supplement, please let me know. But if you haven't tried them or you're looking for something, to help you out, I always recommend Alpha Brain. It is great for mental clarity, and it helped me get through that horrendous 19 hours of work a day. It's not exactly easy when you're 40 years old mentally by the end of it. So go ahead and use this code. They got something free for you over there at Onnit. Free Alpha Brain, free Shroom Tech, and then that code earlier, if anybody needs it again later, let me know. 25% off their gut health for today only. It's the end of a flash sale, and I'm sure they'll have some more of those flash sales, but today's the last day for gut health. Yep, H2O, that's what I'm going to go get. All right, I'm going to take a small water and bathroom break, and I will see you guys in just a minute. I should actually take this... Take the Onnit down though, so if people come in, they know what they're watching.
by Visa. Now you can tap to pay with Visa at CVS. You want to show off your speed, we help your money keep up. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
The All-Star cast is assembled. Rehearsals are in full swing. There's no day but today. See Rent only one day, 1 week from tonight.
All right, guys. Halftime is almost over already. Halftime's seems like they shortened it from what it used to be. But New Orleans Saints up 13-10. Here at halftime, Rams will get the ball back to start the second half. My retarded cousin took Alpha Brain. Now he's a proud parent. I'm not saying, but I'm saying hashtag Alpha Brain. My trisomy 21 became 22 by using it. Oh, it's great. I read an article online. Rumor was Tulsa was smoking Alpha Brain. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying the internet told me. I like the new mood. I ate an edible and popped 2 new moods last night before bed after watching the fights. Happy trippy dreams. Oh, that sounds, I could probably use that. I could new mood before bed. I know taking Alpha Brain before bed will give you some crazy dreams. There's if you want to have some lucid dreams, take an Alpha Brain instead of during the day for concentration right before bed. Yeah, will definitely give you some crazy dreams. I take new mood before bed is great. Nice. Sounds like wet dream paradise. Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more new mood. They sent me a free trial. I really liked it. I just got to get a. It's funny. I get a kickback. I'm gonna have to have somebody else order it for me because I get a kickback, which is, kind of like a discount when you guys order or anybody else orders. But when I order, it's still full price. I use Alpha Brain before going to school and New Mood at night. That's a great combination, Peter. Yeah, I really thought that this Alpha Brain was BS for a very long time. Even though I somewhat trusted Rogan, I really didn't think he was going to recommend anything he didn't agree with. But I was just like, this is too good to be true. This just sounds like a scam, like snake oil sales or something, and it actually improves your cognitive abilities incredibly in your memory. So, who would have thought? Of course, I had honestly never heard of nootropics before Joe Rogan was talking about it on the podcast too, though. So I guess I was a little behind as far as that is. I did too, Mike. I even did the money back guarantee once. Got my money back. Nice. Very nice. Don't mind her own business. My lady doesn't allow me to let that build up. Oh. I like it. Is everybody going for Brady to lose later? Any Patriots fans? No. When do the New England Patriots play? We'll see when that game starts.
The Patriots meet the Chiefs in the AFC.
So 3:40. Chiefs and Patriots are at 3:40, so another 2 hours. So hopefully this game is at least over. Mike Pinsett, your general stuff on the next game. Let me know what other info you need.
This light, this color, this whisper.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Bruins. I sent, same Drew. I'm going to look at it in my email right now as I look over your guys' comments then. I appreciate that, Bruins. While we're doing that, I'm going to send out another trivia question right before break here. And Bruins has gotten every single question so far. 5,000 points on the board. Someone could still come back and beat him, but he's close to running away with it. All right, I'll give everybody actually a second to refresh your browsers to make sure everybody's on. So if you want to play the trivia question right now, make sure your browser's reset. All right, here we go. Number 6. This running back seemed a shoo-in to break Walter Payton's all-time rushing yards record. He was very close when he shocked everyone, retiring at 31 years old, and it was not because of an injury. Bruins is Sayer. I was having issues with my fiance, took Alpha Brain, now my girlfriend likes me better. Not Ricky Williams. Peter Ordinary. It is Barry Sanders. I guess Ricky Williams, you can kind of say, I don't think he was close to the actual rushing record, but he had some great seasons. Now, Barry Sanders is the one that he would have got at that season, though. Oh. Thank you, Peter Ordinary, with 1,000 points on the board. We got a ball game here. Stranger things have happened, just like the Saints dominated the first half. Seemed like they were going to win it there. The Rams came back, dominated the second half. Bruins dominated the first half of trivia. Peter Ordinary could dominate the second half. Or somebody else could come out of the woodwork and at least push it to a tie. All right, here is the kickoff from the Saints. Rams are going to down it in the end zone. That'll give it to him on the 20-yard line. All right, thanks for the email. I got it. Appreciate that, Bruins. Oh, power tops. Oh, jeez. Peter Ordinary. All right, here we go. First play of the second half. 17 gets the ball, and he is stopped for a loss. Great play by the Saints defense there. Second and 14, excuse me. All right, second play. 2nd and 14 for the Rams. Pass to the outside. Number 17 is going to drop it or maybe even fumble it. That was an incomplete pass. 3rd and 14. Not a good start to the first half here for the Rams. I'm the black horse. Literally asked my girlfriend. Oh, jeez. Like a double stuffed Oreo. Superpower in the middle. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. Goff back with the pass, and he throws it into the ground. To number 17 was triple teamed on that one, though.
We talked about Sheldon Rankins not being able to go, and he's out for now for the rest of the year, however long that might be. But
Saints defense has played very well, and I thought possibly that ball had been tipped, but no, he just put his hand out to where Goff's arm would bump his hand on the pass, and it looks like it diverted the path of the ball just slightly. 4th and 14, and the Rams are going to have to punt. Oh, and that's going to take a bounce inside of the 30 to about the 28-yard line. So 14:05 left in the third quarter. Saints leading this 13-10, and they take the ball back over after a quick timeout. From Fox, not from us. We triple teamed on them. Get up, boys. Oh, jeez. My kind of party. I prefer parties and pants. But hey, I got to tell you, it was nice thinking about doing this full time possibly someday. It was kind of nice not even having to put my shoes on today. I just came in here barefoot today. I'm like, I'm tired. I did take the shirt off last night and hang it up because I only wore it just for the stream. So I didn't sleep in the shirt, but I was listening. I don't listen to him a lot, but he's somewhat of a conservative commentator. Young Jewish guy. Why can't I think of his name now? But he was talking about doing that he does his podcast a lot of times with a suit top and his underwear. I think he has to do that just because he can. Sometimes it gets weird when people turn to get stuff at pantless parties. I'm not sure what this pantless party is, but I'm pretty sure I've never been to one of these. And a new Godzilla coming out. Do we need any more Godzilla movies? I don't know. I'll tell you lately, I've kind of gone back to watching a lot of older movies. Some of the ones that I haven't seen and stuff. It's as great as the special effects are in some of these new movies. I felt like the acting has gone down in a lot of it. And like back with the old Twilight Zone, sometimes just, letting your imagination do the work was better than the special effects, in my opinion. But do not forget, Keith Thurman versus Josezito Lopez next Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific. And then, of course, right after that, Fedor Emelianenko, the Last Emperor, will take on Ryan Bader for the heavyweight strap over there in Bellator and the winner of the very first Bellator Grand Prix. See, I can't think today. I just go into auto mode when I'm talking about MMA now. All right, here we go. Drew Brees with the snap. Back, hands it off. Going to be about a 5-yard gain. That's going to be second down. 2nd and 4 for the Saints. 13:50 left here in the third quarter. Saints 13-10. And they have 2 punts and a downed knee on their last 3 opponents. Or last 3 possessions. Pants or clippers trimmers. Whoa. All right, 2nd and 4. Brees back. Completes the pass to number 41, and he gets out of bounds. That's going to be a first down for the New Orleans Saints. Kamara once again, and the Saints again are on the run. Drew Brees and Kamara just have that special kind of chemistry between them. And from about the 42-yard line, Brees will take the snap here, 1st and 10. Finds Kamara again About 8 yards there for Kamara. Looking at 2nd and 1. Actually, 12:58 left in the third quarter. So now I said it before. Anyone else said who they were going for? Oh, in this game? I'm going for the Saints, but that's just sentimentally for Brees. We already witnessed Fedor getting starched by Matt Mitrione. Yeah, we did. A handoff there to number 41, and he's going to break through for another first down. 7-yard gain for Kamara, and Kamara, I mean, he's starting to look like an all-utility player in this game. Mike's saying New Orleans. New Orleans. Is that not right? I wonder how many could score Brees. Whoa. Oh, and here we go, running through the middle. Big run there for 22, all the way to the 26-yard line. Mark Ingram. Wow, he just runs it right up the middle. 43's coming at him. Does a great job of juking inside of his blocks there. And getting it all the way to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. 11:15 left in the third quarter. And once again, Drew Brees within striking distance. And he throws a pass to the outside, and another first down to Kamara. Why don't they just triple team him? I'm not even sure if anybody else can catch the ball at this point. Because they don't need to. Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, running back duo ranked since 2017. First in rushing yards, touchdowns, receptions, and total touchdowns. That is absolutely amazing. He reminds me of a bigger version of the New Orleans Saints that they had a few years back that was a first number 1 pick that was a little smaller. Came out of college with a lot of steam. And that's going to be a first down run there for the New Orleans Saints. 10:15 left in the third quarter. Rear wheel drive. Oh, Mikey, how much for an FWF shirt? $19.99, Comedic Genius. All right, here we go. Brees back. Finds a reception. Finds Kamara again. Well, if the Saints win this game, Kamara's definitely going to be the MVP at this point. 2nd and 1. Takes it all the way to the 9-yard line here, and Saints are far inside the red zone. 2nd and 1, 9:35 left in the third quarter, 13-10 Saints. And Saints are knocking on the door once again, and the handoff again, and he gets a few more yards. That one, number 22, they're switching it up between these two running backs. That one was Ingram. And this is going to be 1st and goal from around the 3-yard line. Rams need something big here. Because being down 10 points against Drew Brees halfway through the third quarter, that would not look good. Snap back to Drew Brees into the end zone. Oh, great defensive play. We'll see if there wasn't. And Thomas looking for a flag. It looked like there was some contact before the ball was thrown. I think it was on both sides, though. I think Thomas kind of ran into 23, and then 23 pushes him out, I'm fine with no call on that. I'm curious to see how you guys call it. But remember, the wide receiver is just as capable of pass interference as the defender is. All right, 2nd and goal here again from about the 3-yard line. Brees back, way back. Finds a receiver, but he drops it. That was Kamara, not able to hold on to that one, and it's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and goal. So if they don't make this, for whatever reason, we'll see if the Saints go for it on 4th down. They have gone for a lot of 4th downs this season. Current drive, 11 yards, 69 plays, 6 passes, 5 rushes for the Saints. Oh, and Brees fakes the handoff and finds a receiver. Touchdown, New Orleans Saints, number 7. That was Hill with the reception. And, of course, barring anything happening from the review in the booth, the Saints are going to go up 20-10. Reminds me of my Jeep R. Kelly. Oh, Jesus. I need a super low V-cut size small. Got to show my gains, bro. Yeah, man. Got to show them gains. Color pink, if available. I don't have any pinks yet, no. WTF else would you want to gain if you can't show them? Tie-dye. We talked about it last night. That's right. Yes. Tie-dye. I will, whatever color you guys want. If you want any strange colors, go ahead and email me, and just from cost of shirts, it might be 22, depending on the color, but any of the conventional colors at $19.99, and I will try to keep everything at $19.99. If you want any, actually for you guys are all veterans, so if you do it right now, I don't care what color you want, and it can be a t-shirt or a tank top. If you send $19.99 to paypal.me/fightswithfriends, and then there's going to be a spot for info when you put it in there, and then tell me what shirt you want, what you want it. Right now it's just this design. That's the only design I have, because we actually have to physically cut them out. This is not just like a generic iron-on. My wife's, she's really perfected this art pretty quickly. But if you go to paypal.me/fightswithfriends, $19.99, leave me a message of what color you want. If you want a t-shirt, a tank top, or a shirtless tee, we can do that. Let me know what color it is you want, and of course make sure to leave your address there at PayPal. They have a great spot for memos if you send me the money over, and even better than Super Chat, they don't take as big a chunk. Fights with friends, buttheads. I'm lost on that one, I think. But and let me know if you send a shirt. Usually I get a PayPal notification whenever I get a PayPal donation. I haven't gotten one, a PayPal donation, in quite a while, I don't think, though, since the Super Chat's been back.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. The opening drive of the first half, an 11-play effort. Opening drive of the second half, a 12-play effort. After the defense made a stop.
Oh, and I got to watch my balance. I got to make sure and get some money in there, because I do have a monthly bill that comes out of their one thing that comes out of PayPal, because I don't like doing anything international without PayPal for a VPN. So I'm glad I checked it. Oh, hey, some friends like those. Not me, of course. Ah, gotcha. I work for one, looking for an Fights of Friends tuxedo. Fights of Friends fight towels would be dope. Hey, if you guys are interested in that, I could definitely do a towel. Completion to number 17 there, 2nd and 6. Rams back on the field. 8:24 left in the third quarter, and the Saints are up 20-10. So Rams need to do something pretty quickly here. All right, here we go. And Sean Payton told those fans after Goff was complaining about not being able to hear to be louder. And a run up the middle. Run up the middle from Anderson for a gain of 4. 3rd and 2 here. 110 decibels here for the New Orleans Saints. They are definitely one of the loudest crowds in the NFL. Partially because of the shape of their dome as well. Them, Minnesota, and Seattle. Known for loud fans and loud domes. Goff back. Completes the pass, and he's going to get the first down. Big play. Goff to Cooks. Hits number 12 on the sideline. He's able, he's not quite able to get out of bounds. I'm sorry. Clock's still running. 7:05 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the New Orleans Saints. Or, excuse me, the Los Angeles Rams from the 35-yard line. Goff back. Lots of time. Finds number 12 on the outside for another first down. Great pass there from Goff. And he's getting excited. He's telling everybody to hurry to the line. He seems to be getting into a groove here. And he does need to start worrying about that clock a little bit, being down 10 points. 6:20 left in this third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Rams, and they're going to run it up the middle. And number 35's tackled at about a 2-yard gain there, and he's taken down pretty quickly there. But great catch there from Cooks on the sideline. So we could spin him. Fights of Friends, dog, shot collars. Oh, Jesus. Mine will always be soaked with dead babies. Oh, God. And fight towels. Fight towels, a.k.a. for the bedroom. I never thought about fight towels, but... Oh, and Goff finds a receiver there, but there's going to be a flag on that play as he hits number 81. Looks like it's going to be against New Orleans. It's the offsides. Yep, there it was. Number 24. He just jumped just a little bit. Not a lot of penalties in this one, though. 30 yards of penalties for the Rams, just 5 for the Saints. I'm glad that they've been letting them play in these playoffs. I don't have a lot bad to say about the referees this year, even though my Seahawks lost. They seem to be calling it pretty well, and I like it when they let players play. And Cooks again. Goff finds Cooks to the outside, and he's going to get some yards after catch there. Another first down on a 25-yard reception and yards after catch there for number 12, Cook. And he has been on fire right now. This combination of Goff to Cooks. And there's a Saint injured on the sidelines there. Von Bell's injured. Not sure what the extent of that injury is yet. 5:07 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Rams with the ball, down 20 to 10 to the New Orleans Saints. I sent you another email introducing myself. Let me know if you need more info for the second game. Didn't want to overload first email. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I will not be selling Cosby pills. Sorry. No. I could go for some yak. Tramp stamp fights a friends. Tramp stamp. Oh, my God. Oh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. The next design we are working on, I don't know. I won't guarantee when it's going to be out because I don't want to put too much pressure on my wife, or I don't want to promise too much before it's there, but it is the Fights with Friends David Bring Me a Beer shirt, and I think that's been the most requested shirt, and I have a feeling it might be the best-selling shirt. That's cool. Or make that a sticker for laptops. Making Fights with Friends great again hats. I like that one, Mike. Bring me a beer. Hey, David, bring me a beer. I don't think he can hear me. Now that I'm up here, he can't hear me as well, though. Unless he's in his bedroom. I'm going to have to come in here. I was telling him he just turned 18 and needs to make his own YouTube channel. He's not completely sure what he wants to do with his life yet. He's 18. He should hopefully graduate this year, but he's not going to have the grades to go to a university. That's okay. I didn't either. But he wants to be some kind of a programmer. But I don't think it would hurt him to run a YouTube channel. See if I can talk him into something this summer. I miss David when he was on the shows. I only miss old location, only for the war you and the cat would have going on in the background. He will not be selling crack. Peter, a picture of David saying, smell my finger. Need a shirt that says, show the fights. Hey, leave that. Oh, that's another good. I need to wear that. I need to just wear a shirt that says, show the fights, and then tell everybody I'm not showing the fights. 83 on a reverse from the outside. And he gets a big gain there, just short of a touchdown. 1st and goal for the St. Louis Rams. What a great play there. Reynolds, number 83 on the reverse. And this is 1st and short. Oh, and Goff bobbles the handoff, the snap, 1st and goal. Luckily, he doesn't fumble it there, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from short here for the St. Louis Rams. That would have been a horrible spot to fumble the ball from. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Saints up 20 to 10 over the Rams, but the Rams are knocking on the door here. 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line. Goff with the snap. And he's going to hand it off, and he almost had it on forward progress. It looks like he's going to be on about the 1-yard line as number 35, Anderson. So they got to do it here. Current drive, 9 plays, 74 yards. Only took 5 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock. And there's 3:20 left in this third quarter. Plenty of time. If the Rams can score here, time's not much of an issue. Goff fakes the handoff, gets the pass, touchdown Rams! Number 89, Higbee on the outside and does the little... Afterwards, So, assuming they make the extra point here and there's no reason to go for two, looks like we have 2017 Saints, and we got a ball game here. Oh, sorry. I am doing horrible on the updating my reader board here. Thank you, comedic genius, though. I drank a quart of water and I felt much better, so maybe I was just dehydrated.
Okay, I call it the calculator. It's a calculator, but for your cat. I just got the idea when my cat is on my calculator.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi, Lena. Is now a good time to go over your
The show me the I got it. Where Mike, when you gonna do it? Get a background decal made. My wife is working on that too. That's actually the next thing. She's gonna have a background. We're actually painting this entire wall black. Don't expect that until at least next weekend. But we're painting this entire wall black. We have the design, and then there's gonna be several Fights with Friends logos, kind of like they do on ESPN. We're going to brainstorm several different designs, and hopefully, don't hold me to it, but hopefully I have it up for next weekend. Run the show in front of your logo. Well, yeah, I was thinking I would have the camera here in front of the logo behind me. Or maybe one with the link on the front and you saying, get the fook out of here on the back. Here, I manage you. Looks like the game is going to go down to the wire. It's a good game now. I thought the Saints might blow them out for a minute, but Goff better not blow this. What's up, 7? That's a good game so far. 2017 New Orleans Saints. Rams just scored. Saints are about to get the ball back. But, yeah, it's a good game. Mikey, can I get a fat head of you? I have no idea how to make that. Yes, nice. Mike, you should get a beard elixir sponsor. I'll stick it in front of my toilet so it looks like you're still... Oh, my God. Oh, your wife sounds like the artistic one in the fam. Oh, she definitely is. She actually sells paintings as well. She hasn't been selling so much lately. Because she's a teacher. It's the school year, so she's made a few and just given them away as gifts and things. But she's very artistic. So is my daughter. She definitely does not get that from me. Kickoff from the Rams, and that's going to go into the back of the end zone. So the Saints will have the ball on the 20-yard line with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. After watching that celebration, or lack of celebration, just a little shh. Any of you guys out there remember when we used to have the incredible celebrations in the NFL, and they started penalizing for it, so there's no more no more celebrations, but Chad Ochocinco and Terrell Owens used to go back and forth. I remember Terrell Owens catching a touchdown pass in Seattle, signing it with the Sharpie and going up to the owner's box and throwing it in there to somebody in a box there in Seattle. Brees back with the catch, or at the pass completion. Number 10, Smith, and that's going to be a first down for the New Orleans Saints. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Just an easy little out route, not a whole lot of pressure on them from 21. You got to wonder if he expected him to go deeper. All right, here we go. 2:35 left in this third quarter. Fakes the handoff. Brees down the middle. Completes the pass just short of a first down. to number 13, Mike Thomas. That's going to be 2nd and 1. Smart and artistic, good wife. But can she? She can definitely cook. Can you do? I can definitely do hoodies. Hoodies gonna be more than 20. Oh, and there is the run down the middle, just because of cost of material and shipping everything. So if you want a hoodie, let me know what you want. Right now, this is the design. This is the design that I have. But you can have it on the, if it's a hoodie, if you want it on the back, you can have it on the back or the front. If you order a hoodie, just send me $29.99 to paypal.me/fightsofriends, and I can definitely hook you up with a hoodie. Oh, almost a fumble there on the handoff there from the Saints. Loss of 1 there, but they're lucky to keep a hold of the ball. A handoff to Kamara, and number 99 knocks it out. Kamara, of sound mind, jumping on that immediately, but 99, powerful dude there, strips the ball. 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Brees back, Brees back again, going as he's going down, completes the pass, but nothing going on that one. Maybe a slight loss. Going to be 3rd and 7. Brees throwing under a ton of pressure there. And third quarter is winding down here. Less time on the clock than the play clock. We'll see if they get one more play out before the third quarter. I don't believe they will. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Saints 20, Rams 17. Terrell Owens with the Sharpie. I love that. I remember the Icky Shuffle. Oh, Icky Shuffle back in the day. Yeah, I was way back with the Bengals. Took my wife to play dodgeball at French. She was amazing. Hard to explain that. Was because she dodges. Oh, Jesus. I remember that one guy who pulled a gun and shot that dude on the field. The last Boy Scout. Oh, damn. Probably not comedic genius on the Chaps. Last Boy Scout is such an underrated film. I'm going to have to check it out. I've never seen it, actually. Bruce Williams with Damon Wayans. Oh, I love Damon Wayans. He's a great actor. More NFL players need guns in their waistbands. They kind of tend to shoot themselves in the ass. I don't know if you've heard about this issue, but it is an issue. Taking shots every time Brees licks his fingers on my 1931st shot. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you'd die. You take shots every time. How come not that many Mexicans play in the NFL? I never thought of that. They're generally not as big as other races, I guess, but there's definitely been some good ones. You look at Tony Gonzalez, probably the greatest tight end, one of the greatest tight ends, definitely played for Kansas City for years. There's been some good ones around there, but so like I said, this is the Fights with Friends. Obviously, this is what we have right now. Like I said, 1999 T-shirt, tank top, or shirtless tee. $29.99, excuse me, for the hoodie. And then David Bring Me a Beer will be the next shirt coming out. But PayPal.me/fights with friends. Giants have Fernandez. Yep, Tony Gonzalez too. Yeah, there's been quite a few. All right, Goff going back with the pass. Oh, great defense, or Brees, excuse me. Great defensive move there by 23. Almost gets the interception. Beautiful breakup there. Oh, wow. He broke up that pass like Mrs. Bezos, a friend intercepting text messages. That was incredible. First rounder, the Rams need a pick 6. Juan Miguel. And the punt, and they're going to call for the fair catch, number 19, and start about the 13-yard line there. I was wondering if anyone would get that, Peter Hardner. For those of you who don't know, Jeff Bezos here out of Seattle in the news for the $80 billion divorce. That's what he gets for putting that damn Alexa in everybody's houses, bugging everybody's houses. Somebody got a hold of his text messages and gave them to his wife, found out he had a little side chick going on, and now he's going to lose $80 billion. Handoff down the middle, just a couple of yards there for the Rams. 14:40 left in this game. That's going to be second and probably about 8. Well, Hernandez, Mutep. I remember I watched him on the Broncos. The Giants got him. Brought that pass up like I broke my blunt wrap. They all cleaned the stadium. Without them, they couldn't play. Oh, Jesus. I'd marry him for $40 billion. His side chick isn't that bad. No, she's a good-looking lady for sure. I heard they were friends, too. And Goff fakes the handoff, and no buy there from number 94 with the sack and a big loss on third down. That is a huge play from this New Orleans Saints defense. Let's watch that replay. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to 35. Number 94 is not buying it. Rips through 2 defenders. Just grabs him by a hand and swings him around. That is a powerful dude. That guy, could that guy not play NFL? Jesus. Talk about a takedown. Under pressure, 28 dropbacks. Just 1 sack and 4 knockdowns for Goff on the day. But 35 there on 3rd and 15. Just going to run for a few yards. And this is going to be 4th. And humiliatingly long here for the New Orleans Saints. 4th and 16. It looks like they're going to be punting it out of the back of their end zone with just over 13 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. But not like that in a real gay way with Love. He'll be all right. Still got $80 million. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you have to change your lifestyle because you only have $80 million, that's an issue. All right, and here, oh, New Orleans might have been offsides there. There's the flag. They drew him. Was he drawn, or did the Rams move first? Nope, it is going to be on the defense. Offsides on the defense. Still 4th down, but that's a big play because that's going to give the punter a little bit of breathing room to get this punt out of here. 4th and 11, 12:34 left in the 4th quarter. Saints 20 to 17. Rams about to get the ball here. Yeah, 5 years back, he would have been almost in danger of a safety when he punted that. Now he's got plenty of space. Fair catch, and there's going to be a flag again. Chop block on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty tacked onto the return. And that's going to move San Diego onto the Rams side of the field. 12:22 left in the fourth quarter. Just inside the 50-yard line, the Saints will take over. Peter, what they're saying, but once it was public, his wife knew she could cash in. Well, to be fair, I'm not upset with the wife at all, and he can't be. Because here's the thing. Back in 93, 94, they were already married, and they decided to move to Seattle together, and they started that business here together out of their garage. She definitely helped him a lot, too. They were both working in a big corporate job. They took a chance. As far as I'm concerned, she's basically the co-founder. So this is not like one of those marriages, where some lady marries some guy for a couple of years that has a couple $100 million, and he's too dumb to get a prenup, and 3 years later she's rich. Here, Mike, actually, both were married, but both partners knew of the affair, but the problem. I heard some people took some pictures, too. So, Pete, that's what they say, what they were saying, but once it was public, his wife knew she'd cash in. Yep. In doucheland. Richest woman in the world on paper. But them Sultan daughters were stockpiled oil rigs that nobody knows about, the richest women. Yeah, I've heard there's people that estimate some of those oil sheiks could have up to $1 billion or $1 trillion or more. That's absolutely insane. All the bigger motive in my mind to push electric cars. Griselda Blanco is the most gangsta woman that ever lived. Oh, Jesus, yeah, she was. That lady was ruthless. If you guys have never watched it, if you want to watch a good documentary, watch the Cocaine Cowboys. Excuse me. Talks about the cocaine trade coming into the United States in the 80s. And I remember it coming all the way over to the West Coast. Because I remember cocaine residue, and this is late 80s, early 90s, on CD cases, on dollar bills. You'd find a little bit of something on a mirror over at a friend's house. My parents were always, drug-free. They were pretty conservative. But Brees with the handoff, about 3 or 4 yards there. Flag on the play, though. 12:18 left in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be a holding on the offense on the Saints. And that is, you cannot get away with that. That is going to kill them. She deserves half the buckies. I'm not mad at her. Eh? I hear you. He owns Whole Foods. Yes, he does. The girl I found passed that next to the dumpster. Oh, Jesus. I need Brees to get Joe Theismann. All right, Drew Brees with the ball here. Just under 12 minutes left in the game. 1st and 20. What can he do here from the 40-yard line? Throws a pass to the outside. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Now, Rams were looking for the long ball there. And Kamara, nice. He gets jammed big time there, so they're not able to go to Kamara. Kamara really reminds me of Marshall Faulk back in the day. If you guys remember him, I'm sure, with New Orleans. The running back, receiver, punt returner. And they're going to run it up the middle, the Saints, and just get a couple of yards. This is going to be a very long 13, about a 3rd and 18, 3rd and 17. 11:35 left in the game. Saints up 20-17, but looks like the Rams might be about to get the ball back here in a minute. If they can stop Brees one more time. 3rd and 17 from the 47-yard line. The snap, Brees back. He's got some time. Oh, almost intercepted. Great play from 23, jumping in front of the intended pass there. Oh, he's very close to getting that interception. That would have been a huge play. Because they would have had great field position. So Saints are going to punt it here on 4th and 17. Oh, wow, and that's going to go inside to almost the 5-yard line, about 7 yards in. 7 yards. Goff will start with his back to the end zone here. 10:55 left in the game, down 20-17. She was happy with her panties showing. Kamita's getting kind of Bill Cosby, as I'm scared. Hey, come to my neighborhood. All true stories. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's some wild ones. I was thinking the other day, it's like I have, had a couple wild stories from growing up. And unemployed Mario Yamasaki over there in Chicago, he's probably thinking, man, this is child stuff compared to what I see in Chicago. I don't know. Maybe you don't see a lot, but just what I hear. I've never been to Chicago, but... Seven's still in here. Seven, Seven has a great point. He's always talking about us Americans. A lot of people are overweight. We're certainly not the only country. But why is it whenever there's a sports, any kind of athletic performance going on, at least half the commercials are for fast food? It's like the unhealthiest food. It's crazy. It's in the Midwest, but it's barren like desert, and everything has bars like prisons, and can't tell if people are hippers or hobos. Oh, that can be confusing over here too as well. Now that Seattle's always had a lot of hipsters, but or for quite a while, but now you got a homeless issue for sure. Let's give Peter a shot to catch me in trivia. All right. Great idea, Brian's 498. Next one. This defensive end was a decent wide receiver, was also a decent wide receiver, punt returner, and played pro baseball. Thought to be one of the most well-rounded athletes of all time. He retired with 2 Super Bowl rings and a World Series performance. Also the only player to ever play in a football and baseball game in a 24-hour period. And Bruins 498, it is Deion Sanders. 1,000 points for Bruins. All right, and that was a short commercial break. Rams with the ball on the 8-yard line. They're going to hand it off, trying to get it out of here. Moves to about the 14. They have about a 6-yard run here. What's up, Cajun? Oh, you're right. I did say defensive end. Cornerback. My bad, Cajun Cage. Primetime had some pops. Defensive back. Was it defensive back? Okay, I'm out of my league right now. I apologize. He wasn't a cornerback? Deion Sanders did not play corner? No. I used to only say corner. So my bad. You know what the best thing is about dating a homeless woman? You can drop her off anywhere. Oh, that's a great joke, Drew. Wait, T, second game. Mike's going to be loving the chat. Oh, I just said, oh, yeah, for sure. Yes. A lot of you guys have been drinking and doing God knows what else, too, so I'm sure this is going to get very entertaining before the night's over. 9:50 left in the first quarter. 3rd and 3. Saints with the ball on the 18-yard line. And the play clock may have expired. It was very close there. On 3rd and 3. I'm not sure he got the play off in time. So the Rams called a timeout. That's what happened. And the refs didn't catch it right away. So they went ahead and snapped it and went with the play. But there's a timeout, so we're going to redo that one. Sanders was a cornerback, says Peter. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I did say defensive end. Sorry about that. Cornerback, I played for Atlanta, Dallas, San Francisco, and Baltimore. Don't worry, Mike, we'll use asterisks. All right. There may be a picogram of difference in that one. A few picograms. But 9:40 left in the third quarter. Rams with the ball, down 20-17. The snap, 3rd and 3. Goff back. He's got time. Runs around looking for a receiver. Oh, big shot. That's a big catch. Number 81, and he is running past midfield. Huge play for number 81, Everett. What a huge third down conversion for Goff to Everett for the Los Angeles Rams. I keep on wanting to say St. Louis Rams. Man, great catch and maybe even better run after the catch. 2 receptions for 50 yards for Everett today. And they're going to have the ball on the 45-yard line on the Saints side of the field. The snap and the handoff through the middle to number 35. And he's going to get maybe a yard or 2. Oh, I guess a gain of 4. A little more, so 2nd and 6. Yeah, Dion, talking about Dion back in the day. Between Dallas and San Francisco, he won a Super Bowl for one, and then he signed a $35 million. I believe he won the Super Bowl with San Francisco. Dallas stole him on a 1-year deal for $35 million and came back and helped Dallas win the Super Bowl the next year. All right, Goff with the snap, fakes the handoff, pass over the middle, catches a wide open number 83. Reynolds, deep inside enemy territory. All the way inside the 10-yard line. It looks like he got to about the 6-yard line, and the Rams are knocking on the door of their first lead of this game. Josh Reynolds has been targeted 5 times, 3 receptions for 55 yards. First and goal for the Rams, 7:25 left in the game. Goff with the handout. Anderson runs down the middle. He's going to get it to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. This will be 2nd and goal with just a few seconds over 7 minutes left in the game. Which team will be the first one to get to Super Bowl 53? Will it be Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints, or the young Goff and the Los Angeles Rams? Beautiful fake from Goff on the outside, and he almost ran it in. He couldn't find a receiver there at the last second, though. Gets to about the 2-yard line. So that's going to be 3rd and goal and short. I think he could have ran it in if he wasn't so hesitant. I gotta watch the replay. Oh, there's definitely a face mask there too. Referees missed that. 24 watching now. Everybody please hit that thumbs up button for the like. If you are new here, I think it's on, please hit that subscribe button. Here come the Rams, very close to a touchdown. It looks like he might be just inches short. It's going to be 4th and goal inside the 1. The Rams have a huge decision to make here. Do you go for it on 4th and goal just inches from the end zone, or do you kick the field goal and tie the game? What would you guys do?
You never know with this team. However, if they're going to try and punch it in on 4th and goal, you think they just...
Oh, Prime played defensive back. Sanders was... And they're going to take the 3 points. That's a tough one. He was a corner... Let's go, Rams. Saints got this. Sometimes I get deep inside enemy territory. It's comedic. What a fight last night. Sad teach. Oh, some great fights, man. What do you think about that fight last night? 22nd fight. That was crazy, man. Cejudo, he tagged him with a lot of shots. I'm not going to say it was an early stoppage, but there's definitely a lot of referees that would have let that go on. Herb Dean being one of them. Maru Yamasaki, I don't think he does UFC anymore. I think they were just tired of playing Russian roulette, waiting to see who was going to die first with him. But, yeah, and New York State Athletic Commission, they're a little more hesitant there, too. They're a little more careful. 24-yard attempt, and the field goal is good. And we have a tie ball game. New Orleans Saints, Los Angeles Rams. 2020 NFC Championship to see who will represent the NFC at Super Bowl 53 here on Fights of Friends. And don't forget, I will definitely be having a Super Bowl party on that Sunday. I hope you guys are all there for that. Tell your friends. Will be a good time for sure. Great effort on this very important time of the game on your part. Thank you, Cajun Cage. I was feeling a little off today, but that fight was nice. Not as good as the mother effing Cerrone fight, though. Oh, Cerrone won both bonuses. If you guys didn't see that, Cerrone won Performance of the Night and Fight of the Night again. Alex Hernandez picks up 50 grand also for a Performance of the Night. Beat the brakes off Hernandez. Yes, you did. I like your name, Cajun Cade. Yeah, that's a good one. Tied ball game. Hashtag Snakes Lives Matter. I've never played Clash of Clans. I've heard things about it. Just kidding. Testing who the drogs were. Okay, I was going to say, I think I've seen that ad come up. But I was going to say, Peter Ordinary, I think that's slightly homosexual. But not in a homosexual gay way. But like the old school way when we used to say something was lame. These kids these days, you say something's gay, and they're like, they get all offended and be like, no, I'm not talking about a man putting, you know, his thing in another man's mouth. I'm just saying lame. Calm down now. Everybody's so quick to get offended. Trust me, I'm going to say plenty of more offensive things than that, so... closes out. Donald Cerrone, the man. Not bad. Not butt stuff. And I had it on the tip of my tongue. I was trying to think of who the third bonus. There was one more bonus. Does anybody remember who it was? Aaron Hernandez and Donald Cerrone for Fight of the Night. And then you had Donald Cerrone also getting Performance of the Night. There was one more bonus for... Oh, it's Henry Cejudo, of course. Yeah, even if it were the other gateway, that's fun too. Cejudo. I have no issue with what people do inside their bedroom, but it's like, you know, I'm 40 years old. You can't go changing the rules on me halfway through now. This is English, people. Do you speak it? That's what I want to do. I just want to take them like Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction and say, English, mother, do you speak it? And return from the Saints just past the 20-yard line. They're going to take over with 4:57 left in this game. Tied at 20-20. What an incredible game so far. McGregor agreed to fight Cowboy after the fight last night, and Cal said he will do it. Are you serious, Bruins? Fine, 498. That is amazing. I cannot wait. All right, 4:57 left in this game. 1st and 10. Saints with the ball on the 30-yard line. Snap back to Brees, and he finds a receiver at about the 35-yard line, number 80. Going to be 2nd and 5 with about 4:40 left. Tie ball game. Drew Brees, one of the best at improvising plays here at the sideline. He just huddled everybody up. We'll see what he has in mind. 4:20 left in the game. Brees back. Finds a receiver. Finds Ingram, but he only gets a few yards, and he's short of the first down. That's going to be 3rd and 2. Cejudo, yes. Comedians. Fights of friends, funds of friends. I like it, Peter. Bruins, did you see the interview with Cerrone where they asked him if in his heart that he felt he was going to fight Connor, and he said no, huh? I'm 42 and me are over halfway, buddy. You and me are over halfway. I hear you, me and you. I'm 66 and I ain't mad. It's Peter Harden. All right, Brees back with the snap. Looking for a receiver. Oh, finds a receiver to the outside, number 41, Kamara, once again. Wow. Great improvisation for Brees. He's looking downfield, not able to find anyone. Kamara gets knocked down, gets back up. Now nobody's watching him. Runs right behind a defender and ends up with a little short pass. Gets the run and the first down. Smart improvisation there from Kamara. That's 2 times I can count that Kamara's made little mistakes and recovered quickly. That and the fumble he landed on. Oh, he just ran right into 99 there on the run. Donald just smashed him. They tried to run it up the middle. Yeah, Ingram didn't have a chance there. Going to be 2nd and 12 for the Saints. 2:20 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, wow, Peter Ordinary. I'm glad you're into MMA. Thanks for being in here. Donald needs to step it up. Yeah, he needs to call out Connor. That's the money fight. All right, Brees back with time. Throws a bomb down the field. Jesus, number 19, are you kidding me? Ginn Jr. with the reception. Flying in the air, splits the defenders. This may be the play that turns the entire game around with Joyner on his back, hands in his face, somehow comes down with the ball. That is one of the best receptions you will see inside the game. Wow. That is impressive. Danny even said he would be into the corner cowboy fought at San MMA Junkie. Nice. I'm 13 and a little mad, says comedic. You're lucky. My girlfriend. When I was a kid, Truman was president. Oh, I seen that. Donald needs to step it up. Kamara's a beast. When I was a kid, the earth was flat. Fact. When I was a kid, we dropped a bomb on the Japs and dismantled the military. Damn. Good. Yeah, it was. That was an incredible catch. Especially in the heat of the playoffs. That's one of those ones that you're going to be going back on ESPN watching that highlight one day when they're talking about this season. Especially if the Saints go on to win this game. Absolutely incredible catch. And I want to know just offhand though, how many of you guys would be for a law for not putting quite so many fast food commercials in games? Maybe limit it to one fast food commercial per break or less. Because I got to tell you, I'm seeing all these Burger King commercials, and I'm a Whopper fan. I've been trying to eat healthy. I woke up, I ate 3 eggs, I'm drinking water, I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing, and they keep flashing all this food porn in front of my face, and it's just not fair. It's like beautiful women walking by you all day at a strip club where you can't touch any of them. And that's why I don't go to strip clubs. Dana said he hated the Dillashaw stop. I seen that. Feel bad for Cejudo. He won the fight fair and square, and now they're tainting his victory. Oh, yeah, and he says afterwards, he goes, oh, nothing to take away from Cejudo. Well, when you say you're pissed off that the fight was stopped, and it was definitely an early stoppage, well, you're taken away from Cejudo. What a catch from Ginn Jr. I could watch that replay several times. And he has a defender all over him. There's not much you can do about that. I don't know that they could have defended that any better. What a catch. And now the New Orleans Saints 1st and 10 with the ball on the 25-yard line, threatening to score. Brees back, short pass, incomplete. Had some pressure on him. $1:55 left in the game. And maybe a little ill-advised on the Saints to stop the clock and not run a little bit of clock down before they got that play off. They're easily at least within field goal range. And now the Saints call a timeout at 1:55. Nothing huge here, but a couple little bots plays going on here with the Saints. Yeah, sell a commercial now and then would be nice. Maybe show some, some fresh tomatoes. Somebody cutting some tomatoes, with spring water running over them or something. Damn. I just want to be a beautiful woman. 10 nuggets for $1. What's up, Cook Norris? That $10, that 10 nuggets for $1 joke is gonna be around for a while, thanks to JT. Brees better watch the clock. All right, 1:55 left in the game. Brees tosses it back here, and he stopped early on about the 18-yard line. 3rd down, 1:49 left on the clock. Rams take their timeout and stop the clock. Yeah, especially if the Saints are only able to get a field goal out of this, and the Rams come back, they're going to look back to those botched plays there. And Kamara doing a good job of holding on to the ball there. They're really trying to rip the ball out of his hands there. I could go for more ice cream commercials. How about some protein bars? How about, you know, some shakes? How about some Alpha Brain? All the fast food companies have all the money. All right, 1:49 left here. 3rd and 10 for Drew Brees, and maybe his best shot ever at winning a Super Bowl. Oh, and he goes for a receiver on the outside. That might be defensive interference. Pass interference. This crowd is booing, but no flag. Oh. Oh, Peyton is going insane. This crowd is going insane. 23 just runs right into helmet to helmet. Just takes him out, and I think Peyton's about to have a coronary that no call was called. And the referee just kind of turns around like, don't worry, it's all planned. I'll give you a kickback. Oh, I would never insinuate that there could be money handed between referees and generous rich men, but the Saints get the field goal anyways, 23-20. Wow, that's like a Hall of Fame bad call. When you look at the bad call Hall of Fame, that play's gonna be in there. That's a first ballot right there. I'm not saying it's a Canelo Triple G call, but that's damn close. Oh, that crowd is pissed. I mean, they knew it. I was complimenting the refs earlier, but what a botch call. And Peyton's continuing to go on. And I don't know how he keeps from being this calm, to be honest. Peyton's really jawing with the ref. That other referee wouldn't talk to him. This one's talking to him a little bit. But Sean Payton, absolutely ecstatic right now. I have the shakes. $10 nuggets for people. $10 nuggets for people. Oh, Jesus, Cuck Norris. Worst missed call I've seen in a while. Yeah, that was horrible. All right, Jared Goff, 7 for 7 on his last 2 drives for 120 yards. He has been absolutely on fire. And Goff's got some, you know, he's got a hell of an arm. He can really throw it down the field, and they have a hell of a kicker capable of some very long field goals. The snap, Goff back. Almost finds a receiver, number 83 there. And if you're the Saints, now that the referees had a chance to look at that play, I don't think I would risk this, but you got to wonder if maybe you can get away with a defensive pass interference on your side, and maybe the refs let it go as a makeup call now that they've let it go. So Goff is about to complete a big pass, and a Saint just drills the guy before the ball gets here. There, you got to wonder if the refs might let it go. Few seconds left on the play clock. Snap, Goff back. Oh, gets the completion to Reynolds inside the 40-yard line, number 83 Reynolds. And Goff loves his 2-minute offense, or past the 40-yard line, excuse me, 43-yard line still on their side of the field. But Goff goes back, and he throws a bomb, but he misses 81 by quite a bit, double-teamed. Minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. Come on, Rams. This be very true, but not worth the gamble. Yeah, I wouldn't take the gamble either, but I mean, unless it's coming down to where you're going to lose the game anyways, I guess. Push that ball down the field. I push like I push Brown. All right, 27 people in here enjoying this NFC Conference Championship game. All right, 2nd and 10. Goff back, throws the pass, finds a receiver, number 12. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3, or 3rd and 3, excuse me. A minute left in the game. Goff wants to keep this moving quickly. They're showing they figure the field goal range is about the 38-yard line. He's about oh, and they get it inside of that, number 17 with the reception. Rolls inside to maybe about the 38. 1st and 10. Los Angeles Rams, 44 seconds left in this game. This has been an incredible one. And we could see overtime, fights of friends. Beautiful reception there by number 17, Woods. New Orleans still has 2 timeouts, but with 44 seconds left, if the Rams score, they're most likely going to use most of that time with 1st and 10. I don't see them giving the Saints any more than a few seconds. It kind of comes down to here is, do the Rams get in the end zone, or do they have to settle for a field goal and send it to overtime? And this crowd is as loud as ever. Of course, right now, Goff's had a hard time hearing his plays because of the volume of this crowd. 110 decibels earlier. Goff back in the pocket, finds an open receiver, number 30, and he's going to get it just inside of the 30. And Goff excited, gain of 4, 2nd and 6, 30 seconds left in the game. And they're going to snap the ball quickly here. Goff back, he's going to try and get a little closer. Throws a bomb, incomplete to the sidelines. 22 seconds left. That's going to stop the clock, though, at 3rd and 6. Gives Goff plenty of time for a 3rd down play before you have to start thinking about a field goal. OT, fights of friends, MFers. All right, 22 seconds left. This crowd on their feet in this exciting NFC Conference Championship game. Just seconds left on the play clock. The snap barely gets it off in time. Incomplete. 19 seconds left on the clock, 4th and 6. And we're going to the field goal here. And the Rams have one of the best field goal kickers, Zerline, in the NFL. 48-yard attempt. If he can hit this, we will be looking at overtime. Little bit of nervousness here. And the Saints, no surprise, call a timeout to ice the kicker. Give Zerline a little time to think about what's on the line right here. This is a far kick, unscored. Well, 48-yard attempt. Zerline's one of the best in the game, but this is a lot of pressure. What do you have running through your veins at this point? Do you have ice water running through your veins? Do you embrace pressure? Or does it get to you? Do you just want to hide in the corner like a coward? Those are the two extremes of different kinds of men. But 48-yard attempt. We're about to see what's running through Zerline's veins. He's 5 for 7 in this range this season. So this is by no means a gimme. The snap, the kick, and it is good! 23-23 With 15 seconds left and Fights of Friends, it looks like we will indeed see overtime.
Because this ball looked like it was fading outside that right upright. As it started to waver a little bit, I didn't think it was going to come back, but it sure did. That's trusting your swing right there. Sherline's been so good and all-pro last year. Missed 5 games.
And I got to tell you, I did want a few minutes to get ready for the next game. No, he didn't miss. He made it.
Going back to their days in St. Louis.
When does the New England Patriots game start?
The Patriots take on the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
3:40.
p.m.
So we got 30 minutes till the Patriots and the Chiefs.
3 for 3 in this one.
And thanks to Bruins 498, I have some game notes here.
Against the Dallas Cowboys and now the New Orleans Saints.
A little bit of time here. Drew Brees is going to get the ball back with just 15 seconds. You have to think, unless they get some kind of crazy return, he's probably going to take a knee and let the time run out.
The 2009 season, it took overtime. To beat the Vikings and
And there is the kickoff in the end zone. The Saints are going to run it out. Decent blocking. He finds a couple blockers down at the 27. And that takes a lot of time off the clock. And there's only going to be 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Brett Favre was just punished by a Greg Williams defense
As a flashback to the Vikings and Saints when Brett Favre
coming back for more.
was playing in the playoffs.
Regulation, and it was Garrett Hartley who won it for 40
Way back in 2009 in OT.
New Orleans to Super Bowl 44.
And Brees will take a knee and let the clock run out.
Beat the Indianapolis Colts, and this crowd still letting the officials hear it. From that no call.
MMA talk, recap the fights. Overtime, I couldn't watch the fights. My girls wanted to go to the 24-hour cafe. It was a great night of fights. Of course, Donald Cerrone with the amazing fight gets fight of the night in performance of the night. Henry Cejudo starts as TJ Dillashaw, surprisingly, but catches him with some big shots. One of the big stories, Greg Hardy landing a late knee to the head of his downed opponent. His opponent was on one knee, landed the knee on him, gets disqualified. All right, we're going to break for the coin flip here. Rams call heads. And it is tails. The Saints will get the ball. So here's the new rules for those of you that don't know it in the NFL. It used to be in overtime. The first team to score won the game. And I want to say it was around 52% or something like that of teams that got the ball first won. Now, when you get the ball, if you don't... The second team gets a chance to get the ball, I believe, unless the first team scores a touchdown. If they score a field goal, the other team will not get the ball. If you get the ball first and you do not score when the other team gets the ball, they can win the game with any score, including a field goal. So I'm not sure it's an advantage to get the ball first anymore. Mike, did the Manny Pacquiao fight immediately after the UFC? Yes, it was. That knee was from heaven. I wasn't planning on doing it, and a few people asked me, and I ended up covering it last night, so I apologize that I didn't let everybody know. I know it was late, but it wasn't that great of a fight. I've never thought much of Broner. You know I don't like him as a person, but I've never thought much of him as a boxer either. And Manny Pacquiao, you know, pretty easy victory for him. Broner seemed to be fighting just not to lose. Landed a few counter shots here and there, but the coin flip triggers me. Heads or tail, really so homophobic. I have a gold coin flip. Nice. That knee was from heaven. Oh, that was incredible. And I can't even think of the guy, Alan Crowder, the guy that he was fighting, played that just right. It didn't look like that knee even connected very hard or barely connected. And Alan Crowder, I mean, you'd have thought he got shot in the face point blank with a shotgun. His reaction, and Greg Hardy gets disqualified. And that may not even be the story of the night as far as injuries, though. Paige Van Zandt and Rachel Ostovich. We're watching this, and I see Paige Van Zandt digging around for a submission on the ground. These girls are in a transition where it's hard to see what's going on. Paige Van Zandt gets up screaming and kind of crying, and I'm figuring out what's going on. I'm thinking she got poked in the eye. Then you look over, and Ostovich is screaming in agony and crying. And then you see on the replay, Paige Van Zandt snapped her arm. Ostovich was trying to tap, but her arm, she couldn't tap enough for the referee to see it because her arm was caught. So Rachel Ostovich gets the broken arm last night. Paige Van Zandt with the win, but pretty crazy. Kickoff here from the Rams to the Saints. Return past the 20-yard line to the 25 from number 41. And Drew Brees, most likely a first ballot Hall of Famer, but a Super Bowl victory would definitely help him in that. Tonight, 26 for 38, 249 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, almost 114 quarterback rating. And here we go, 1st and 10. First scrimmage play in overtime. The snap, Brees back. Oh, and it's batted down. 2nd and 10. Remember, if the Rams can stop them from scoring here, they can win the game with a field goal.
He was definitely open, and he was going to pick up a nice gain. So Michael Brockers, he's able to keep that from happening because it was pretty soft there in the middle.
That fight was just about the money. Yep, I think Van Zandt surprised me. Did Paige break that girl's arm? Oh, yeah, she snapped it. You got to really feel for Rachel Ostovich. I'm sorry. Brees back. Throws a bomb. In between 3 defenders, though, not able to connect on 85. And there's going to be a flag on the field. And I got to hear what this is. I'm guessing it might be pass interference. Or holding on the offense. It's hard to say. Let's see what the refs have to say. Pass interference on the defense, and that is a huge penalty against the Rams. And that might... Let's see how bad that is. I didn't catch it the first... Oh, and he's catching him before the ball. Yep, he pushes it and holds him, and... Especially since they botched that play earlier, I don't have an issue with the pass interference on there. And Drew Brees will take over at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Hands it off. Wow, and they kicked the running back way back, number 22. He should have just went down. That's a loss of probably 8-10 yards. 6-yard loss. Ingram's going down, spins his way around, starts running backwards, and gets tackled for a big loss from number 99, Donald. So now Drew Brees is looking at 2nd and 16. Saints will win with a touchdown. If they score a field goal, the Rams will get a shot at winning this game. That is the rules in overtime. Just a few seconds left on the play clock. Snap to Brees. Brees throws it up. He got hit on that interception, Rams! John Johnson, number 43, with a huge interception. And there's a celebration. He's going to watch out. He's riding the motorcycle here. What a play throw. Drew Brees back, hand in his face from number 58. Wow, and the receiver actually pushes the defender down, and if he hadn't done that, he probably wouldn't have got the interception. He pushes him down, and the ball falls directly into the hands of the defender. What a turn of events here. What an incredible play. Rams at the ball at their own 46. Next score wins. Goff fakes the run, and a first down for number 89. Catches the ball with the stiff arm, able to get the first down with a gain of 12. Goff, even with pressure, finds number 89, Higbee, for a 12-yard gain and a first down. First and 10, 13:25 left in the first period of overtime. On about the 42-yard line here. And a handoff. Oh, and the Saints shot that down big time for a loss. That's going to be the loss of a couple yards. Second down, 2nd and 13. Like I said, next score wins. Big penalty or a big loss there for the Rams, though, and the Rams are going to call a timeout here. Get 3 more timeouts now that we're in overtime. Refs will start trying to help the Saints. Peter says, any minute now. Pete called it. Look at it. Mystic Pete or Lagging Mikey. Rams need a play. Interception. Have a good feeling about the Broncos this year. Or next year? Nice. Have a bad feeling about my good feeling. Mikey, who's fighting right now? I'm fighting grammar. Saints and the Rams are fighting right now. And they are in the championship rounds here. Here we go. Goff back under a lot of pressure. Finds a receiver, number 89. Once again, Higbee. Not able to get enough for a first down, though. And he dropped way back. Completes for 6 yards. This is going to be 3rd and 7. But they are getting close to field goal range here. I said next score wins. Just over 12 minutes left in the game. Third and 7. They're looking at a 57-yard field goal, so they need to get that ball at least probably 10 yards. Oh, and incomplete pass on 3rd and 7 and 4th and 7. They're most likely going to have to punt it. Big stop there for the Saints. Me too always. My Obama phone doesn't help. Rams going to have to kick a field goal from Timbuktu. 57-yard attempt. I don't know if I would kick the field goal or I would punt it here. That's a hard one. 57 yards is a long field goal. And the Saints are going to call a timeout and ice him, of course. 57's a lot different than a 48-yarder. I'd field goal, Peter Orton. Well, you got to look at what field position are you going to give him here. 58, so 17. They are on the 41-yard line. So I guess you're only talking about most likely about 20 yards, assuming on the punt. the Saints get to the 20-yard line. So maybe you do kick the field goal. I guess it's about 6 one way, half dozen the other. They do have one of the best kickers in the league. I don't know. That's still a tough call, though. All right, here we go. 57-yard field goal attempt. This to see who will be in Super Bowl 53. The kick is in the air. And it is good. The Los Angeles Rams defeat the New Orleans Saints 26-23 in the NFC Championship. And the Los Angeles Rams are going to the Super Bowl. What an amazing game. Young quarterback Goff keeps him in the game, and Zerline drills a 57-yard field goal. I guess we know what's running through his veins. There was no doubt on that one. That was straight through the middle. That was good, maybe to 63. That was perfect. My dog up, says Peter. Yes. Rams going to the Super Bowl. Now KC versus Patriots. Yep, thanks, Mike. We staying for next game? We staying for next game. We're doing a double header here. This is for the Super Bowl. Of course we staying. 28 people in here in between. For those of you that weren't in here, I was talking choo-choo all on that late bandwagon. Yeah, baby, says True Comments. All right, and we are about 15 minutes away from the AFC Conference Championship. Jared Goff was 25 for 40, 297 yards today. What a performance in the clutch by a young quarterback, and especially their kicker, Zerline. And what a moment. That is incredible. All right, guys. I got to ask you guys a question in between. A lot of you weren't in here. There's quite a few more of you in here right now. If you could hit the thumbs up also, and anybody who's new here, if you like what I do here, please hit that subscription button. But I want to know something. I'm thinking about splitting off another sports channel from Fights with Friends. And I'm looking to see, I've gotten positive feedback from everybody so far. But I've thought about changing Mike Reviews at all to Mike Sports Review, or starting a whole new sports channel. Possibly one of the two, and I think that might eventually get me over the hump so I can go to YouTubing full time. I don't know what you guys think about it, if you would watch it. And I would cover whatever sports you guys are interested in. Like right now I'm doing football, but I can do basketball. And we can do cricket if that's really what you guys want. Devices, no doubt. 3, 2, 1, enter Drake. I've had too many beers deep for trivia. Thank you, Ghost of Halloween. New sports channel, Mike. That'd be bad to the... So, new sports channel. Keep Mike Reviews at all, though, and start a whole new one. I'm just worried about putting you guys in an ESPN, ESPN Plus, ESPN Plus situation with having 3 channels out there. Can we talk about tonsil hockey, too? I will not... I don't think YouTube would be down for that. What's up, Dean? Not sure about more. Yeah, I'm not sure about a 3rd channel because that might disenfranchise some people. I'll put up a poll later, too. Give it some thought. I appreciate your guys' insight and respect your guys' opinion. Most of you guys are pretty smart. If you're on this channel, you're at least of average intelligence. Do too. This one for fights and another for total. Oh, we're definitely keeping this one, Peter Ordinary. I have a non-sports channel called Mike Reviews It All. And I was thinking about changing that one just to Mike Sports Review. Since a lot of people are already signed up. I got over 1,300 subscribers over there. I think I'm kind of leaning towards doing a new one, though. some new things I've learned about YouTube metadata lately, and I have to apologize for this, but due to the way YouTube picks up this metadata and credits me, I'm going to end this stream. Stick around. I will immediately start streaming again. I just have to get new metadata up on the Patriots Chiefs so I get credit in their algorithms. I'm trying to get this channel boosted up in the rankings and the SEOs. The metadata and everything in YouTube is very, very important right now for ranking channels. And I've been spending a lot of time studying it. That's where the money is made. That's how that's how videos are boosted. So forgive me, I'm going to cut the stream for just a second. Everybody, if you see, I will be right back with another stream here. Kansas City Chiefs and New England Patriots. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Oh, is what I'd say if I were to... How many subs last night? Oh, about 60. Thank you. I will see you guys in just a minute. Stick with Fights with Friends.